things. Everybody doing well?
Yeah.
They're killing it, man. They said their call volume's doubled. Everything's great. Killing it.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, man, the best thing, and I got to transfer it to your name, the Hormone Bros. Those yours to keep.
It is.
Who does your web stuff?
It's catchy, it's great.
I mean, we all kind of do, but
Shoot me an email,
Guys, the Hormone
and
Bros
I'll
is
go
good
into our GoDaddy
because
account and
it
transfer it
just
to wherever you guys
out.
use. I don't know who you use.
And I got both the Hormone Bros and Hormone Bros. Totally sticks out.
But you do want to
it
get it.
does. And when you hear it, I heard it on, we were driving in 760, orange and blue, we were hearing it, and that little clip came on, and it was like, whoa.
It is called what you call a handle.
Yeah.
And people, they go crazy with stupid website names. They make it their name, and then they just have to advertise the same. All of that not true. I went over that with you.
Yeah.
For example, somebody with a pet grooming business. I went on, they didn't take it. I went on and said, look, it's available right now. Pooch Scrubber. Now tell me,
That's a great
you
one.
won't forget PoochScrubber.com.
Yep. That's a good one.
And
And they didn't do it?
no.
How about the worst one we've had?
I got for Alaramas the Carnani one.
What's the worst website they wanted to advertise?
And I would.
It was an attorney.
Michelle.
Giriowski.
Girl. Yeah. But that guy.
Michelle was spelled M-A-C-H.
It's
Whatever.
not even her name. Even Michelle is wrong.
And you couldn't pronounce the last name.
Guralowski. MichelleGuralowski.com. And the guy said in marketing.
They're
I
her
think he was my
agency.
age, but he sounded like my
No,
age.
he was older.
And he said, well,
It's her name.
it's her name. I said, oh my God.
If you can't even
Really? What's the name of the guy behind Google? Do you give a shit?
No.
No.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Rosniak.
I'm like,
So guys, listen, do me a favor. Guys, you don't have to lean into the mic. Move it anywhere you want. You can move the mic. Turn it on and off when you speak. Don't be your favorite. That's all I ask. And no side conversations. No, because it's distracting as far as like talking. You can whisper shit. It's very informal. Everything is informal. Everything's fun. It's really fun. Nothing. In fact, I don't want you to be formal. I don't want you.
How far are they driving to see you guys? I'm curious.
oh, we've had guys from Thornton calling, Thornton,
Love it.
No, from the station.
Oh, from the station.
Thornton, yeah.
Love it.
Yep.
Yeah.
We remember this, guys. You understand. We never do a show about one thing ever.
Yeah, sure.
We're not even doing a
They
segment.
listen.
We're going to talk, not talk.
Absolutely.
The fact that you're here, just mentioning you, is going to be, look at this, like you're going to get 5 times more mentions than you would have been for
Love it.
But that's
Just
so
a
don't
Halloween costume on my
feel like
center.
it might not get any traction.
Might have, I
Oh,
think,
yeah.
I don't know, that's curious. Something with Hillary.
I think they simply want to make Wiggins, or no, what do they call that?
Oh, yes, I know what you mean. and stuff.
Wiggins.
The quality of your leads are also just,
Well, what I've noticed,
I got to get Mark in there.
what I've noticed is that on
we've
your
got
leads,
stuff that at least do a blood draw.
I did a smack 50. I did a big blood draw.
You guys already did mine.
For my,
well, we just did.
no, a
in-house
full blood draw,
one.
Mark.
Yeah.
You need a full blood draw.
Right.
These guys do it the real way. They're not going to just spot treat you. And that's the real way to do it. Is to do spot, is to do,
Joe James and
John.
John, are you?
James.
James, nice to meet you.
John.
John?
Yeah.
And Joe, nice to meet you. And just to let you know, here, I don't know, so when you guys talk, that's the camera you go, and this is what, that's what it'll show. So you three there with your.
there's 2 Centeno shows. No reason, man, unless, is it on the log? If so, I'm knocking one out.
5,000 cases and counting. Dr. Kent Lawson.
No, there's only one. I'm done.
No, that's good.
303-690-0100. 303-690-0100.
Is that because your hubby's lost?
Yeah, that's right.
Shot at $1,000.
Big cup, so. What did he say yesterday? You grab a drink from a free cup.
You're a jerk for bringing that up.
I heard you're going to be wearing a Rockies attire.
We're drinking from a Phoenix cup.
Now, Tom Martino, the Troubleshooter.
Hi, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. Welcome to the show, the only show of its kind anywhere in the universe, where we solve problems, answer questions, take complaints, and we make your life a little easier unless you're hurting people. Then we try to rip your face off. We don't want people hurting people, really, but even then, when people make a mistake, and we talk to a business. How many times has this happened, Mark? We talk to a business. They really tried their best, but something stupid came up, and we tell them how to get through it. We've had people that end up on our referral list. I mean, it's pretty cool. So, you know, whatever the problem, question, or complaint, give us a call. Get right to it. This hour brought to you by Centeno Schultz, and we'll talk a little health this hour. Remember, we never have a one-topic show. Centeno Schultz, living stem cell treatment, MDs, the real deal, not chiropractors who are using amniotic fluid or umbilical cord blood. The only way right now to legally, ethically get stem cells is through a blood draw or a fat draw at the place when you get your treatment. And Dr. Chris Centeno was the first one to do stem cells in a clinical setting for pain, for arthritis, for painful joints. They had a seminar last night. On the 3rd. If you missed it, you can call for the one on the 11th in Broomfield. Then there's one on the 17th in Lone Tree. To find out more, just call them for one near you, or just call for an evaluation, 303-963-9201, 303-963-9201. CentenoSchultz.com, which I really don't like the website name because it's hard. How do you spell Centeno? How do you spell Schultz? But that's what they are. And, however, I do like the Hormone Bros. I mean, I think that's cool. I came up with it. Or Hormone Bros. These guys are in the studio today. I jokingly said it looked like an episode of The Bachelor when I went there. 3 of these guys come out. They're brothers. And they are sitting there. And Mark says, I'll take Bachelor number 2. I mean, it's like it was just cool the way they took his blood and had a result in like 15 minutes.
It was crazy.
And I think Bachelor number 2 did your blood draw. Bachelor number 1 did mine. I don't even know if they're bachelors. I shouldn't say that, actually, because their wives. No, this guy is. You married? Okay, 2 of you are married? All 3 are married. Okay.
Kids?
Okay, so we'll talk about that. Let's go to the phones right now, 303-713-TALK. Which one should I take first, Suzanne, for priority?
Line 2.
Okay, but remember, Laura and Danette already emailed us, so I'll take 2. Heidi. Go ahead, Heidi. What's happening?
Hi, Tom.
Hi, what's going on?
Well, I had called in a while last week and was trying to get a car for adopted grandpa that we had.
This is so cool.
Is this one on our website right now?
Yes.
And Mark and Dan went out, and we were able to get you a car. Now, explain the situation. This guy is your adopted grandpa. He's an elderly guy with some disabilities. And how did you get to know him?
Well, there was a tragic accident I live in Castle Rock, and his granddaughter died, and so I met him through that process. I knew a neighbor, and then just got to know him, and he, it
was a tragedy, man. His granddaughter died. This woman becomes good friends with him. She reached out to us. Here's why I love this one more than anything. And if you want to see this guy and him getting surprised getting the car, go to our Facebook referral list Facebook. But Tom, I have to say this. You know how many times I feel jaded after we try to help somebody out because something goes wrong.
Or we find out that
they lied.
Or that,
we vetted people and they've outright lied.
Yeah, and then we don't give it to them.
Oh, correct.
People's money, people who donate are always protected by us. But here's the other thing, though.
This guy's
sometimes they just don't care. We got this one woman one time, a free furnace.
Oh, man.
A free furnace.
Free.
Brand spanking new high-efficiency furnace. And we're saying, so isn't that great? Plumb Line Services came through and blah, blah, blah. And you know what she said? Yeah, okay, well, thanks.
Yeah, I know.
No, I don't even know if she said thanks. But anyway, in this case, you want to see gratitude?
So grateful.
Can we...
Wonderful.
It's on our Facebook page. Is that right?
Yeah, I'll pin it to the top so you can find it quick. But this guy is salt of the earth, good man, just great. And thank goodness
we love
for the people that donated this car. I was hoping to get them on.
Who did donate it? One of our shops?
Listen, they donated it. It was a beautiful car, but then Sheridan Auto Tech went through it. It had a little leak in the water pump. They checked everything out. They made sure this thing's going to be safe. It's a great deal. This is. I feel so good about this one.
All right,
he was blown away. His face.
He was speechless.
He didn't understand it even after.
And it's on YouTube, too.
Did you hear what she just said? He still didn't quite get that this is his car.
All right, so here's what we have.
It had leather.
Here's what we have. We have referrallist.com. Now, if you look at referrallist.com, you can be directed there to our links to Facebook and to YouTube. Or if you go to YouTube, you search Tom Martino or Referral List. Now, if you go to Facebook, it's, Suzanne, what's the shortcut? It's an @ sign on Facebook, right? @Referral List.
Yes.
Okay. So,
yeah, and Tom,
yes.
Can I say, so I've been listening to you for about 18 years, and
cool.
I always hear you guys, do stuff and give stuff, and I know that's amazing, but I don't know if you truly, what I understood this time around, it wasn't a day that Mark got in the car and drove away and things went back to normal. This man's life is changed forever.
Oh, God,
and
that's
my
great.
family too. My 11-year-old was there to witness this and be a part of this, and it's just it's life changing. And
thank you. And you're such a good friend, Heidi. You're such a good friend to call in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Laura, what's going on with you?
Hi. Thank you so much for letting me come on and.
Yes, now, did you email us or call 303 Martino?
I emailed.
Okay, and to tell people how that works, you simply call us or you email us, and if we're not available, we get you on the show, and this is living proof. So what's going on with you?
Well, unfortunately, I thought I did all my due diligence, and I hired a contractor, and we made it through most of the contract.
What did you hire him for?
To finish our basement. We wanted to put in a theater, bar area, bunk room, and a bathroom.
By the way, I had a theater in a number of homes, and I have to tell you, I've never used them. But when it gets down to actually doing it, I had to force myself. And more people. This is a consumer show, so I'm just dropping in a side note. Many people now, of course, just take the surround and all that and just integrate it into regular living spaces. But
I should say that's what we did. It's
good.
A sectional sofa. It's not like theater seats. But
so anyway, what's going on with that? You have a contract. Let's get right to the contract first. How much was the entire project bid to be on the contract?
$48,156.
All right, let's just call it 48 to be good. Now, out of the 48, how much have you actually paid out of pocket, whether you paid him or you bought stuff for him?
We paid him $48,652.
Now, okay. Now, did you pay in increments as you went?
Yes, we paid in 3 increments, not including the initial $2,000, which is just for permits. That was taken out also, but it was 2 payments with scheduled timing.
All right, what's the problem? Let's get right to that now. What is the problem? Without every detail, get the problem, then we get the details.
Yeah, so there was a delay because of some doors, and during this delay, to keep things from not turning into a 12-year project, we started doing other things. So my husband started, wanting the electronics put in, so we started putting the electronics in.
Well, what's the problem?
And things weren't working. So some of the wires we couldn't find, some of the wires didn't work, and some, so he...
If I made a list and said, Laura is unhappy with her $48,000 basement refinish, she's unhappy because the wiring does not work, would that be accurate?
That's accurate, yes.
What else? Like that, in a sentence, and then we get the details. Wiring doesn't work.
Well, so, and even the 7 speakers that he installed, one of them wasn't working, and he still wouldn't... We couldn't figure out what was going on. He wouldn't tell us what
is it all
was.
This wiring and all the problems, are they confined to the home theater thing?
No, there were 3 TVs put downstairs, one over the bar.
Are all 3 of them affected? Area. Can we say you're not complaining about countertops, you're not complaining about the bathroom, you're not complaining about floor coverings? Can we say it all comes down to the tech?
Well, no, because he walked away from finishing some of the other projects because we caught the wiring.
When you
so
said
he walked away from other things.
Okay,
also.
Is the wiring the defect though? The defect, not the unfinished. Is that the defect? The wiring, period.
No, it is not.
What are the defects? I'm trying to get this out of you.
So the vanity was not finished.
No, I'm not asking about things not finished. I'm asking about defects only.
It wasn't usable.
All right,
all wood,
that's fine.
So
I'm asking for things that are finished and defective.
The sliding doors did not work.
Do they work now?
They're just there. They do not work
now. Okay, so sliding doors. Okay, what else?
And the transition from the bathroom was done incorrectly. It was on the wrong side of the door.
Okay, you're saying was. So I need to know, is it still a problem?
Well, no, we paid someone else to fix it. So
Okay.
what's not?
All right.
What's still not working?
No, transition. If you paid for it, that's a problem. Okay, what else?
Yeah.
What else?
Oh no, well, we paid for all this stuff.
Yeah,
So
and
now
I understand, Laura, this is what I say. Okay, consumers, this is my job. My job is to find the problem, get the details. Consumers want to tell the misery and all of the fill-in. So what I need to do is subtract the misery right now.
Yeah.
Wiring doesn't work. Sliding doors, transition. What else?
Yes. So those are the things we paid other people to pay for. And so he still was insisting on the full payment.
Got you. Wiring, but here's what I need to know. The defects, wiring, sliding doors, and transition, are those the defects?
And the bunk ladder, yes.
A bunk ladder, okay. And, okay, now, those are the problems, and then the stuff he did not do, without stories, what did he leave incomplete?
Those are the things he walked away from incomplete.
What? Well, tell me what they are.
So the wiring is not there.
Okay, we talked about that. What did he leave, other than what you've told me, what did he leave incomplete?
That's it.
Okay, so Laura, what does this guy say when you say, wait a minute, I paid you 48 G's, you don't deserve the whole 48. What does he say?
Well, so that final payment we didn't give him that final payment. He would not finish those items.
Wait, you said you paid 48.6 and the contract was 48.1. It sounds like a final payment.
Well, then he came at us with that he wanted $53,000 and hired an attorney and sent.
All right, so now he wants another $4,000.
At least, yeah.
Is that what the dispute is now? Or would you be willing to...
So the dispute is now that he...
Hold on, because we're running out of time. This is what I need to know. The dispute right now. I love stories. Don't get me wrong. I really do. It helps us to know what these clowns are doing. But first I need the problem because I'm getting people to work on those problems for you. 303-713-8255. It's a great time to talk about Genesis Total Exteriors. Now, these are the guys that do it right. I'm not going to say they don't delay here and there or they're not really busy. They are, but you wait for quality and you work with them, and he's not going to take a bunch of money and run. This is Mark Szymanski, GenesisTotalExteriors.com, and it's 303-679-8509. I told you this hour is brought to you by Centeno Schultz. We also have some other guests in the studio. We'll meet about BioT and more, not just BioT. And then speaking of health, Colorado Tinnitus and Hearing Center is the place right now you can get free test periods on all high-tech hearing aids. All you have to do is call them. Now, you need an evaluation to know the right hearing aid, but you do not have to buy a hearing aid. You can try it out to make sure you love it. They also have hearing aids that help with tinnitus. They're at Clarkson and Hamden, Colorado Tinnitus and Hearing Center, 303-534-0163. Okay, guys.
So,
yes,
just on that contract there. So one of they had them signed not only the contract, but one of those pages should have been there when they weren't going to give them the final payment. Yeah. I'm
looking here. So now, here's what we have. We have the contract, and it's 48,156. And then what are you talking about now?
Right there, that thing right there.
Waiver and release.
Right.
So they basically, who wanted them to sign that?
She did. She wanted him to sign that if they got the final payment to bring it up to 40.
She did this?
Yes.
Oh, that's pretty good. How'd she do this? Did she find it online?
I don't know.
So what she said was, there's a payment amount. This $10,252 equals $48,652.
Okay, from Deputy Clint. Back at the hospital, but great news. They definitely treated me for crypto. Medication works. I feel well. Will no longer be contagious and safe to be around even babies by Saturday. So Monday. Yes.
I don't know if I'd go as far as saying he's safe around anybody.
So we'll see you Monday.
Quarantine. Yeah, we get to hear that he's highly contagious, blah, 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 and he was here like 4 days before.
So listen, Dan, I need to know
Great. Okay.
What does this mean, payment amount $10,252?
That was their final payment.
And they made it?
Yes.
And
but in order to make it, they were supposed to get this lien release.
Well,
so he accepted it.
He put a lien on the house?
He did now.
Did he sign this?
Yes.
Okay, so then what is she calling about?
how can he put a lien on it if he signed this? And
Oh, he put a lien on after this.
right, she got a lawyer and is going after him for that extra $5,000 there.
Yeah, and she'll eat up to $5,000 tomorrow.
Yeah, now I don't know if it's small claims or what.
He's suing her.
Yeah.
But there is a lien.
Yeah, I think he was in the process of putting a lien on there.
Do you know if there is a lien?
I don't.
Okay, thanks.
2.5% APY on a 13-month CD. To get that higher,
I don't think
you
the
typically
contract
get stuck
says
in a
anything
longer term,
about,
like 24 or 36 months, but not at Belco. This offer won't last, so visit any Belco branch, call 1-800-BELCO-1, or go online to belco.org/CDs to get started.
But I believe she'd be happy if he just walked away and didn't leave the house and they just cleared everything out.
Hi, this is Ed Green. You know, you can be young without money, but you can't be old without it. Tennessee Williams said that, and it's still true today.
And this is Linda Gardner, host of Your Money, Your Retirement, every Saturday on 6:30 KHOW. Remember the good old days when you pulled your change for a burger and a shake to share? Or you took a road trip with just enough cash in your pocket to pay for the gas? When you're young, you can take risks and roll with the punches. But when you're retired, you want to know you'll have the income you need. We'll help you create a written retirement income plan so you can embrace tomorrow's possibilities in a secure retirement.
Remember, you can be young without money, but you can't be old without it. Call today for your complimentary, no-obligation visit with Linda Gardner to develop a plan for your retirement.
So when
Call
they say
now,
the vote was gonna happen?
720-488-8604.
Well, they got to vote to vote.
No, they've already done that.
No, they got to vote to vote. They voted to get it out of the committee. Now they have to vote to vote.
Well,
The full Senate.
wait a minute though. If they voted to get it out of committee, that's the only thing they have to do. Then they're out of committee.
It's out of committee then. Now the whole House, so 51 of them have to vote to take the actual vote.
The Senate.
Yes.
Well then, but that's not
Yes,
not voting to vote. It's the House and Senate. They each vote.
They have to vote to get out of the committee.
Right.
Okay. Now that they're out of committee, understand that. Now they have to vote to bring it to the floor for a vote.
See, they have to vote to go on, because if it fails, there's no reason to go to the Senate. Every bill does this. Every single bill does
You're
this.
still missing me. You're still missing me. They literally today have to vote to take a vote Saturday.
At the House.
At the House.
Oh, before it goes to the Senate.
Yes.
You keep saying that.
No, you're absolutely wrong.
You're confusing me. It's
absolutely wrong.
normal to go to the House, and if it doesn't get out of the House, it doesn't go to the Senate.
That's right.
But he's saying before it goes to the House, they have to even vote to get it to the House. Is
That's
that
right.
true?
They got
I
it.
don't think the House
They
does
have.
anything with the
They have to vote.
Of course they do, don't they?
No, this is
Well,
not
wait,
the
maybe it
Supreme
means the
Court.
Senate. So the confirmation is only the Senate?
Yeah, as far as I know.
Yes. Listen, it is only the Senate. The House has to vote today
On what though?
to bring it to the floor for a vote Saturday.
To bring it to the floor to the Senate?
Yes, so that is the only vote that...
But how do they
I'm sorry,
control
I
what
keep
the
saying
Senate
the House.
does?
The Senate needs to vote
today
to vote on it Saturday.
Let's recap.
I'm Tom Martino. You are in trouble. With Ideal Home Loans. For your next Ideal Home Loan, if you like home loans, you're going to like Ideal. I'll tell you what I say if you like home loans, meaning using them. You use home loans. You refinance when you need to. You get equity if you need to, then pay that equity down faster if you need something. It's cheap money if you do it right. You got to do it right. Don't ever do a vacation or washer and dryer or a car on equity and keep that equity tied up for 30 years. Ideal Home Loans can tell you how to utilize your credit. When they drop the private mortgage insurance in some cases and get you the lower rate, that extra money you have in your pocket you use to pay off the equity portion you use for consumables. It's a really smart way to use your money. IdealHomeLoans.com. Of course, for a regular loan, you can go there too. And they have the interest rate guarantee no matter what rates do. They will refinance you free of charge over the next 2 years that they go down. IdealHomeLoans.com, 303-867-7000. Let's keep going. Now, I looked at the contract, and I want to confine myself to the contract, but just to be fair here, if you hold on, Laura, I can get people working on another problem with Danette, and then I want to introduce my guest, the Hormone Bros. Danette, tell me this problem with the landscaper. Maybe we can get started on this while I'm also helping Laura. What's going on with that?
Hi.
Hi.
Yes, I've been dealing with this landscaper since August 10th, 2017.
2017? Huh.
Yes, sir.
Okay, why?
Well, a good question.
Did you have, was this maintenance or was this a build?
No, this was, it's a new home, and I needed my backyard done and a patio and a sidewalk from the front to the back done.
Yard, patio,
yes,
and sidewalk. And how much is completed?
Well, it's completed, but it's done incorrect.
Right. In his mind, if you
correctly.
ask him, he says, I'm done with this, right? In his mind?
Well, so the thing is, the owner now is dealing with the subcontract that he hired. So now he's, and it's been going back and forth. I mean,
all we care about is the main guy you
Yeah.
hired. Who's the main company you hired?
The firm.
And does the firm acknowledge there is a problem?
They do now. Initially, they wanted me to pay the remainder.
But right
at
now,
the
they
end of
say,
the
you know,
year.
Danette, we're going to take care of this for you. Is that basically what they're saying?
Well, they want me to agree to some sort of claim, and they said they're in the insurance industry as well. So I'm not sure, and they're waiting for me to give
What
an
kind of
approval.
claim? On a homeowners or what? What do they mean a claim?
I don't know. It says, so, you know, one of his emails says that he's been successful in turning in to Liberty Mutual insurance claims on other projects that he's had to, I guess, had issues with as well.
So he wants you to put in a claim against this subcontract.
Well, he says it's not going to, and this is where I'm confused. So he says that the firm is actually in the insurance claims business, as, you know, they've experienced property and liability claims, but he says there's no guarantee that it will approve my claim.
Just let me ask you something. You hired the firm to do landscaping, is that right?
Yes.
And the landscaping is not done correctly, is that right?
Correct.
How much will it cost to correct it?
Well, I've paid them $8,000 out of $16,000.
Yes.
And they've been wanting me to pay the remainder.
I get it, but you're saying no way.
Well, yeah.
I don't blame you. How much will it cost to fix?
I don't know.
All right, hold on. We're going to have an action plan for you. 303-713-TALK. Laura, not Laura, I'm sorry. Yeah, Laura. So, Laura with the basement. Now, here's what I need to know. On this thing you wrote up as a settlement, you said there was a final payment due of $10,000. You paid that, right?
Part of it. I mean, yes. I mean, part of it, yeah.
You paid a total of 48 something, right?
Right.
And that included that final payment of $10,000 minus something.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, he claimed other charges, so I guess
I'm asking you, if you add up everything you paid,
yes.
You paid $48,100 and something. You paid the contracted amount. Is that right?
Absolutely. Yes.
He wants an extra. There's a disputed amount in your mind. What is it? 4,000 something?
It's just under $5,000.
And that's what you had to pay to fix things. Is that right?
We're still paying for, but yes,
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Now, as far as this other company goes, what's their name?
We've hired multiple companies.
No, the original company that you paid $48,000 to.
Forest Associates, Inc.
Now, this Forest company, do they acknowledge that they had problems? I want a yes or a no on that.
Absolutely no.
Okay, so they think you owe them more money.
Yes.
How much?
He says different things. I think he's saying $5,000.
And you're saying you're willing to walk and not pay that, or do you want money back?
I'm not paying him any more money.
I understand that, but do you want money back, or are you willing to walk?
I don't know how much more I'm going to have to pay out right now.
Right.
I could walk if we find out.
But there might be more problems, right?
There could be more problems, yes. But
okay,
he's never
so
coming back in my
what
house,
is going
so it's not
on?
like he's fixing them.
What is going on right now? You paid 48. You're willing to walk. This guy wants another $5,000. You're saying, look, I don't even know, what the hell's going on here. There might be more things wrong. So what's going on? Is he pursuing you for $5,000?
He's claiming to, and he's also not paid his subcontractors, so they won't finish other projects that we were working with them on because they're saying they haven't gotten paid.
I understand. So, as long as you have a contract in writing with a general contractor and you have proof of payment of that contracted amount, the subcontractor's liens will be meaningless and drop off. It's called an affirmative defense. But what we need to worry about now is this other guy. Did he put a lien on your house, the general, for 5?
No, he couldn't, and now he can't.
Why couldn't he? Is it too late?
Well, no, it's not too late. We, for him to take that final check, we required a lien waiver.
So did he sign it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
We wouldn't have given
So
it
now
back.
he can't put a lien on it, but he's
No.
still coming after you for $5,000. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. So you're calling us to find out how to fight him?
Well, I'm calling more to warn people because he
Okay, that's
all the
good.
things that he did wrong.
No, that's really good. But also, how are you fighting him? How are you disputing the $5,000 owed?
Well, we have all kinds of evidence of all the things that he hid in our walls.
Okay, now you have, and you have testimony or affidavits from contractors?
We had the inspector come back and he looked for the wires.
Okay, but do you have in writing? Do you have in writing the deficiencies?
We have some in writing. We have some in tape.
Is this going to court, like small claims court?
I've got him. Yeah.
Are you suing him? He's suing you.
If he sues me, I have.
He didn't sue you yet.
Well, he's claiming that he's going to.
Okay, good.
So,
here's what you do: get the deficiencies. You got to be very clear on this. I'm not going to give you legal advice. I'm giving you logistical advice. You better be very clear, way more clear than you were with me. Way more clear. You can't tell. Judges don't want to hear journeys of pain. What they want to hear is the wiring was incomplete. Here is the contractor's statement to that effect. Here's how much it costs to correct. That's all they want to hear, okay?
I know. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
No, I'm talking about in court, the sliding doors.
I haven't said a sob story at all. What I've said
I'm not
is
talking about this right now. I'm talking about court. When you go,
I get that.
Outline your
that
problems.
He told us that he put wires in the wall, and we now have proof that they are absolutely not
That's
there.
your defense. So I wouldn't do
Absolutely.
anything. What I would do is wait for this clown. I would wait for this clown to actually file, and then when you go after him, I would actually countersue him for more because
absolutely.
You probably
that's already
excellent.
That's why
and you wanted to warn us, so give us the full name and the person you're dealing with because it is a good warning.
His company is Forrest Associates, Inc. His name is Forrest Barber, and he claimed to put wiring in my house and then didn't put it in there. And
how did he think he'd get away with that?
He thought we wouldn't catch it in time, and he would be gone. But unfortunately, because there were delays, my husband figured out that things weren't working.
Now, Laura, just so you know, I wasn't accusing you of giving a sob story. What I was saying is, in court, they don't want to hear anything except the defects and how much it costs you to correct them. And so many people, and this show is about others as well, not just the caller. So many people just want to flower it all up, and no one wants to hear it unless it's People's Court on TV. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. If you have any questions about hormone optimization, Bio-T, estrogen, nutrition, how about Botox? I often wondered about that. They do that in Juvederm. There are things called fillers. What I want to know is how long they last. And you can always tell when someone had filler done that isn't a good job. And it looks ridiculous. Especially, I saw a woman one time, her lips were so freaking big, I don't even know how she breathed because it covered her nose. And I don't know if she thought it looked good, but she's got this face.
How do you know it wasn't natural?
Oh, my God, because I know her, and her lips pooched out like a duck and were like balloons on it's disgusting. But there are ways you can do fillers right, I guess. But that's what I want to know. Like, how do you keep from getting that overdone look? Now, as far as this landscaper, she said, she paid 8 of 16, and the guy wants more. She doesn't want to pay. I'm going to give her an action plan on how to deal with that. 303-713-TALK. While we're in the conversation of construction, Buy and Build is a company that contractors go to, homeowners go there, or a combination of both. You meet your contractor there. I've done that. Mark did that. You go and you pick out your cabinets or your granite slabs or whatever you want done. They have floor coverings. Yeah, they have engineered floors, laminates, hardwoods. They have light fixtures, pennies, literally pennies on the dollar compared to a normal store, or even the big boxes. The same with plumbing fixtures and toilets and sinks. Buyandbuild.net, 4800 Washington Street.
This is Denver's Talk Station, 630 KHOW, an iHeartRadio station. Ross Kaminsky Mornings, Michael Brown Afternoons, KHOW, Denver.
Bright Light Chiropractic. Find
You guys got other brothers?
Nope.
Loves
Sisters.
adjustments. Dr. Mike
Two
Kennershite.
sisters.
And
They,
he is a Bright
first
Light.
name start with J?
They do.
It's kind of funny how parents do
Jennifer,
that.
Janice, yeah.
Oh, they definitely did that on purpose.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, I know.
James.
All my middle names are all J's.
Are they?
We got 7 kids.
All
It's
yeah.
funny how
And he
parents,
does what's called the tort release.
it's an easy way to remember.
Yeah. We're all.
Yeah. Usually they get mixed up.
Oh,
Come
yeah.
here, Joe. No.
Yeah. Our middle initials all M.
Yeah.
Our middle initials all M except John.
And low radiation
So,
digital
you know,
X-rays.
they
Bright
stuck
Light
with that
Chiropractic.
afterwards.
University of
And you guys are old
California.
nurses? Or
Nurse practitioners.
Practitioners.
Yeah, nurse
Yeah.
practitioners. And Joe's the business. He's the business guy.
He's a businessman.
Yeah.
583.
Yep.
Writes the checks.
Writes the checks, make sure. Very true.
Make sure there's money in there to write the check.
Yeah.
So that's Mark, my day of the question.
Your day of question? What's that?
Call the experts at Optima
I'm sure.
Optima works to stop the aggressive collection
So I've steamed, pressed, and ironed 18 shirts over the weekend. So now every day I ask, I thought I have 18 shirts to teach from 17. Today I have 18. So
So it's going to be like on the weekend, every weekend you do it?
no, I don't even have to for 15 more days.
Right.
This is so
You got to
nice.
keep up. You don't want to do it 18 all at once, do you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get inspired, I get a glass of wine or a beer, and I get started.
There you go.
There you go. Just get it done all at once.
Are you guys having fun?
Yeah, it's just interesting. Like I said, you never even, this is all new, so it's just kind of cool how it works.
They keep it really dark.
So yeah, he takes everything whole.
Yeah.
You know, so, I mean, we try to prepare the caller. This
Yeah.
was a little worried.
Definitely, yeah. Even when they even just tried to like, okay, back on track, back on track.
They're on track.
Yeah.
She seems to still.
Your licensed Rex agent will arrange showings, negotiate offers, guide you through escrow, and even get you pre-qualified for a mortgage.
And then, let's say, even now, we're on Facebook and
Every
YouTube.
step
So,
of the way.
yeah, right now.
With a Rex representative. Call now
you don't have to watch your,
586.
you
No,
lose
yeah.
the language here on the radio.
No one else does.
Yeah.
No one else watches it.
Someone else would say, no, Mark definitely doesn't. I know that. That's great.
So, Joe, you got the good headset.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean,
Nice to see that.
Character.
you got the rapper headset.
That's exactly what I said. Exactly what he said. He's a making rapper. He likes rapping over there. Yeah. A little jealous.
That's right. Maybe during the noon break, you can do a little rap.
Oh,
or-
like, we'll just I'll push your on button. Just,
Yeah, well, okay, yeah.
give me a beat. Yeah.
Careful with that. You guys all see the calls, right?
Yeah.
Every once in a while, you just gotta wiggle it a little because it comes off.
Okay.
Limited time offer up to 25% off our most popular flooring.
Oh, guys, you've been there for how long at that location?
June 18th.
That's your first location?
Yes, first location, June 18th. Yes.
I should know this by now, but
And that's why it's important.
are the pellets, do they have estrogen pellets or just testosterone and then it transfers?
No.
They actually have that, okay, good.
No, nothing
Have there
there.
ever been men with so low estrogen that you have to pellet them?
No, we don't have, no.
Never know it.
No, because if their estrogen's low, the body will naturally, the testosterone will
Will convert
naturally.
it. Even if they don't aromatize a lot?
Sure, even if they're a light aromatizer.
Shirts to choose from.
It was
today.
wonderful.
Steam, pressed, and ironed. Yes.
What is that? Oh, did you
We're
like
waiting
this
for you
one?
to get back, so we can hear it.
Suzanne,
Trying to ask you.
Suzanne, do you hang them up when you steam them? Could you send me a link to your steamer? I just need something with power, man. I fell for one of these booths at a mall in California, God, or in Arizona or whatever. Oh. They always work at the booth.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Probably not
I have one of those too, where they're.
Remember the lady that bought
Nothing
the,
like them, man. And my clothes are so wrinkly. You know what? If I wanted to hide $1 million, I'd hide it either next to an iron or
who was the lady that spent $5,000 on something in the mall in one of those
Oh
booths?
my God, the Phillips, they were creams. They were creams and lotion, or
And
no,
we were gonna go out there.
serum, Mark.
It is $7 grand.
For
$7 grand.
like a face
No, she paid
aging.
$7 grand.
It had like gold in it.
Gold flakes.
Yeah.
Probably did nothing old dad.
There's tequila with gold.
Drifting like it's 1974.
I'm Tom Martino. You heard me talk about buy and build. Also, Simply Floors Inc. will save you money. Now, Simply Floors Inc., of course, just does the floors, and I don't mean just. I mean, they do all the major floor coverings, and if they handle it, you'll save 20, 30, 40, and 50%. If they don't handle it, like it's something they never usually get, they'll still price match, and you'll get the better service. SimplyFloorsInc.com, Buddy Mitchell. We love the guy. Really, we do. I mean, the guy is just all about service for both employees and of course, consumers. That's SimplyFloorsInc.com. Now, we're talking about this landscaping problem. So this happens a lot, and there's a really easy way to deal with it, and that is documentation. Danette has she has a landscaper, and she was having the backyard done, a patio and some sidewalk from a place called The Firm. Now, she paid $8,000 on a $16,000 contract. So right now, Danette, if you describe everything the way it is today, would you say they want the rest of the money and they're not done in my mind?
Correct. Yes.
Are they done in their mind?
They thought they were because they wanted me to pay to close the file at the beginning of the year.
So what are the problems then? What are the problems?
Well, the sidewalk it wasn't done correctly. The sealer was not done properly.
All right. What else?
And then the color was not what I originally requested.
Sounds like it needs to be redone.
Yeah, that's what they're saying, and they're telling me that I need to approve them.
Yeah, that was what I didn't understand, this insurance thing. They're blaming subcontractors. But by the way, Danette, don't ever get dragged into that, because you are absolutely not responsible at all for the subs,
right?
Unless you hired them directly, right? So now, Danette, what do they want you to do? I don't understand this insurance thing.
Yes. So actually, he says if he wants me to basically accept them to file a claim, which I'm not understanding why I have to accept. He says that their company, the firm, is actually in the insurance claims business, and that with their experience...
Yeah, they probably go out with hail damage and all that and do claims processing is what they mean. So where are they going to put the claim? Against your insurance?
I see, that's what I'm not sure. They said, let's see, he said Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Well, is that your company?
No.
All right.
And
so,
I don't understand why they're wanting me to approve them. I shouldn't have to be involved at all.
You know what? We need to call him. Deputy Dan, you can ferret through this. Let's figure this out.
You've got your marching orders.
Do you have any idea, Mark?
I have no idea.
Why? Unless the sub is insured, and they're going after the sub's insurance, and in order to do it, they need the homeowner to say, yes, it is unacceptable. I don't know. What were you going to say to that?
Oh, well, I know he's been dealing with that subcontractor. I know at least that's what's been all the delay they say.
Okay.
You know,
what's the name of the subcontractor?
Well, his name was Ryan. I don't know.
Oh, okay. All right, that's okay.
I had referred my neighbor to him, and then he got her under his company, which we weren't understanding why.
All right, hold on. Just hold on. We're going to call. Mark this as a follow-up. 303-713-TALK. Jason, what's your update on the Yamaha? Let me remember this Yamaha thing. Is this the one where you had a Yamaha boat and it was a jet boat and it had a vibration no other one had, and you kind of never used it because ever since you bought it, you got this crazy vibration? They turned down the engine, as I remember, to get rid of the vibration. They limited your power. So what's going on with it?
So they say, and then he said that he never did that, but it's still the same runaround. It's still.
Here's what we do know.
Well, I spoke
we
with
do
him.
know
I
if we
have to
take both
update.
boats, if we take his boat and another one like it, we know his will underperform or vibrate.
Well, I thought he said it wasn't even really running.
So,
is that
Mark,
correct or not?
Can you guys hear me? Mark, what he emailed me
She's telling
was,
us to shut up. Go ahead.
I said, what's wrong with the boat? Mark, what he said, I was telling you last night, his email was, it has no power and won't go in reverse. I took that as inoperable.
Okay, but keep going. Where do you have an update?
I do, Tom. I spoke with the service manager who has the boat right now at Tri-City Cycles in Loveland. There's nothing wrong with the boat. He thought Jason probably needed to buy a boat that was a little bit more upgraded than what he had. It's just not a good fit. But there's nothing wrong with it. See, he had it at Vickery.
Don't worry, Jason. I'm hearing the BS possibly.
No, there's good news coming though.
Not from Suzanne, but I just sounds when you say, well, there's nothing really.
Well, hold on, keep going.
His expectations are too much. Yeah.
Well, they wanted to put, Tom, a high altitude prop on it, but Jason doesn't, or impeller thing.
Yeah.
Jason doesn't want that because then you can't rev it or something. If you've got to be careful in revving it, or it'll cavitate. I'm kind of talking out of the side of my mouth when I say that.
You're making complete sense.
What they're going to do? So this guy did tell me. He says, had he bought the boat through us, we might have been able to get him out of the deal.
Wait a minute. So this is not the place that sold it to him.
No.
Who is it?
Vickery is.
Vickery sold it.
Oh, and if they said there's nothing wrong with it, they don't have a dog in the fight.
Right. There is nothing wrong with it. It just doesn't quite do what he wants it to do.
Either it does have something
wrong,
but
let her keep going. Hold on. There's something. They're going to send Yamaha out, right?
Yamaha is coming out, and his boat tech, who isn't available for a few more weeks, is going to get with the Yamaha rep.
And
they're going to pull some data logs and just make sure they're not missing anything. But as of now, Jason, you got to hang tight and be patient.
Now, he's been how long has it been? How long have you had this out of service?
You could be using it, Jason.
But it hasn't been at this dealership. How long's it been at this dealership?
It's been at that dealership. I dropped it off
when?
July 14th
of this year. Okay. Hey, Jason, hold on a sec though. Do you know for a fact? Have you driven exact boats that are not yours that are the same? You know, exact.
Yes,
boats?
I have a buddy of mine that has the same exact year, make,
What
and
does
model.
he say? It feels like
he said that my boat is crap and that I need I need to dispute it all.
All right.
I mean,
now,
since day one, since I purchased the boat back.
Yeah, I know you told us all that. I know
you just nothing but an issue.
That's true. Now, Jason, if the Yamaha rep comes out, what is? I don't understand the significance here. Is he going to say, okay, let's give him a new boat?
Oh no, they're going to pull data logs just to verify nothing's wrong. But if there's something wrong, they'll do something about it.
See, that's the good news. Either there's something wrong or there's not, Jason. At least now, hold on. At least now you have us watching, and I don't think. And remember now, Vickery is not. They didn't sell this to you. They don't.
Vickery did sell it.
I'm not Vickery.
Tri-City Cycles
I'm sorry.
in Loveland.
Tri-City, the ones who have it now.
They're an authorized dealer.
They're the ones who have it now. These guys.
Yamaha sent me to because Vickery was originally saying there was nothing wrong with it.
All right.
So you got two shops telling you nothing's wrong with it, but there's something wrong with it, Jason. That's a red flag to me.
Okay. So.
Oh, I know.
So what do we do? What would you do? What are you going to do? What do you want? Other than wait for the Yamaha rep, what do you want?
Me, myself?
Yeah, what do you want? What do you want us to do?
I've already lost 2 seasons and
of course you did.
I want out of the contract. I just want to move on.
Well, you're not getting out of the contract.
He might if he sues him. How much did this cost?
The boat I ended up paying total was a little over $37,000.
I'm hoping Yamaha actually comes through and either replaces a boat if there is an issue or something. They're going to find out.
So now here's the other thing, and regardless...
Quick, go ahead, the other thing, go right to it.
Even if Tri-City Cycles thinks there's nothing wrong, my boat this whole time has been sitting outside in the elements. A brand new boat is
well, now that's not their fault. Come on, man.
But it's sitting in...
All right, now, so let me get this straight. Let me get this straight.
Right by it.
Whether they get... Let's just put it this way. If it now runs, if they get it to run exactly like your buddies, let's just say the Yamaha rep has some secret sauce. They get it to run, and now it's just like you expect it to be. You're still not going to be happy because it's been sitting outside. Is that what you're telling me?
Well, yes and no. I just don't...
Well, Jason, I don't want... Jason, I'm asking you a straight question for a reason. If we go through all these conniptions to get a Yamaha rep to get this damn thing fixed and get it to where it should be, are you still going to be unhappy? That's a yes or it's a no?
Yes.
Okay, then have a good day and deal with Yamaha. We cannot help you at that point. Okay? I'm being honest with you, though. I'm not going to lead you down the primrose
I think
path.
he knows he wants a faster, bigger boat. I think he knows that.
Really probably
or
wasn't
a new
good
one.
fit.
I owe you a break, right, Brutus? Yeah, because Brutus is in there, and I thought he was dancing, but it's really a fit he's going through. GoCamSolar.com. That is the place to go online to get a form that you fill out to find out the efficiency of your lot, your roof line, the trees, the solar radiation, to see if it's worth proceeding with solar. If you ever wondered, GoCamSolar.com/troubleshooter. GoCamSolar.com/troubleshooter. There's a reason for it. If you're a candidate, they're going to guarantee that production chart right there. They'll also guarantee parts and labor, all for 20 years. Now, keep in mind, of course, any warranty is only as good as a company. Now, Cam Solar's been around a long time, but what I'm saying is it's better than anything else in the industry. Let's put it that way. GoCamSolar.com/troubleshooter, and no money out of pocket, low interest financing, tax credits take care of the down.
See, I get it.
You see, guys, you see what we put up with, right? Let me tell you why. I'm not saying people are bad or unreasonable, but I'm not going to help a guy and then at the end have him say, well, I'm still not happy.
Yeah, having it out in the elements, that's his.
I mean, I don't know what to tell him about that.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, it was at the dealership on the element.
Oh, okay, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Well, I'm sure they keep it covered or something.
It doesn't sound like you said that. But
Yeah,
right,
if that's true, then okay, I can see, like, I bought a brand new
lost
boat.
two
Oh,
and
Suzanne,
she sees
you
it
got the
possible
mother
rail.
Hummer, baby. I got these handheld things.
Yeah.
This thing will frick.
Badass.
This was steaming old lady straight. I'm going to get it. How much is it?
$90.
Okay.
It's not bad.
And you can do it
I
where the shirt's
like it,
steam.
and it comes on $30. I'm ordering it right now. You go right
You get a little hanger with it.
I'm ordering it right now.
It'll burn the hell out of you if you're not careful.
Stephanie tells me no.
See what your shirt's, you automatically.
Mark is so
This,
happy
okay,
now.
this is, okay, let's go through it. This is one of the shirts she got.
Stephanie,
It's not wrinkled out of the dryer.
It's a t-shirt, though.
Suzanne, who cares?
I see
Do
everything,
you see how
Mark.
crappy mine looks?
Everything.
Suzanne, but you got to use. Let me ask you this.
How are you going to do collars?
Stop. You can.
Yeah, you gotta get it close, but yeah, or I go inside.
I wanted
and
to
then go
start
around.
doing my boxers
Yeah,
and socks.
But it does say,
I mean, get
when
money
you
out
steam,
of-
you
Doesn't
got
do
to
your
give
socks?
it a minute to relax. So sometimes it takes.
But I told Bonnie.
How did you decide on
You
this?
need 18 pairs of socks ready to go too.
So
Look at me. Look at me. I'm getting it.
I'm a trendsetter.
Now wait a minute. There's different ones now they show me. Damn it. What's this one?
Those are just, that's another one I looked at, but I went
Why
with
didn't you
this.
go with this one?
You know,
This has the same.
pictures. Do you see this stuff that's bad?
I wanna see
don't
the
this
power.
stuff is that freaking bad. Do you?
I don't know why I didn't go with that one.
Yeah, but it's you can just
Maybe because the other one had more
fill that
reviews.
in. Here you can put a.
Well, say that, Homesickle.
What I want to know.
You know more about power than me, so let me know.
Where do I see the specs here? Reads blah 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 blah.
But Mark, I thought they voted last week that they.
Oh my
No,
God!
just listen. That they voted because, and then Flake came back and said they wanted a reprieve for a week to go to the FBI, but
No.
they voted to take it to Senate.
That's right. They voted to take it out of committee.
Right.
He voted to take it out of committee.
To go to
11 to 10. Then it went to the Senate.
No, it was 6-5.
6 to 5. Fair enough. 6 to 5. I'm not so sure you're right about that.
When have I been wrong?
I'll hold the fucking time. Should I bring up Tesla and Shorty?
This says way better.
That was
the one I'm looking at.
That wasn't
Hey,
me. So
I was going to double down.
last
Okay.
Friday,
Yeah.
they voted to take it out of committee. Okay? Today, tomorrow actually, they're going to vote to bring it to the floor. Got it? That's it. Then on the floor, they'll vote to confirm him. That's how it works. I didn't make the rules. I don't know why they vote to vote to vote. I don't know. Don't care. So there you go. Prove me wrong and I'll buy you lunch.
Okay, well,
Go ahead.
like that
Prove me
direction-
wrong.
Like that direction?
I'll get you lunch at Dell's. I will buy you lunch at Dell. Go to Drudge. Go wherever you want. Go to Drudge. Go to CNN.
What are you arguing about now?
There's no argument. I'm right. First of all, have I ever been wrong? Let's analyze When? Go ahead, one time.
You just say it louder.
One time. Name one time. Name one time.
Oh, come on.
Mr. On election day in the evening, he's texting me, look, Hillary's winning big time. He's going to win everywhere. I saved that. I got a picture of it on my wall.
I did say it. I said it's a landslide.
So name one time I've been wrong. One time.
When we were at Sheridan Auto in the directions.
Hold on. Does that include grammar?
No.
Okay.
It does not include grammar. Nor spelling.
No, you don't spell.
Well, I got a spell check.
Most.
I hate when it's so wrong, spell check doesn't know what it's doing.
Hi, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. I promise we're going to get to the Hormone Bros next hour, and I promise. Okay, now, let's go to people who've been waiting, like Connie. Okay, Connie, let's talk about it. Rebath, by the way. Rebath is a company that goes over your existing tub, is that right?
Well, actually, they just came in and redid the bathroom completely. I have been...
Do they have the product, though, that covers, like, a veneer over your old tub?
I think they do, yeah.
What did you have them do that you're unhappy with?
Well, I had them redo the bathroom because I've been confined to a wheelchair and I needed a roll-in shower. They argued with me about putting in the roll-in shower.
Well, but yeah. So what actually is wrong? Yeah, what is the problem?
The problem is they left the door frame and the trim around the door are all raw wood.
They didn't paint it.
They didn't paint it. They didn't seal it. They didn't do anything with it.
Did the contract say, because a lot of contracts, believe it or not, will say they're going to do it, but then you have to get it painted or finished.
Well, I had the paint. And,
but did the contract include it? I'm just curious about that part.
I believe it did.
And then why are they not doing it? I mean, seriously, why are they not doing it?
I called to tell everybody else to stay the heck away.
Well, maybe we can, not just stay away, we can help you. I don't want to just send you on your way if we can help you. So right now, will they come back and paint it?
No.
How stupid is that?
That's why I figured I'd better call you.
I don't understand it. They flat out said what? Okay, you say, by the way, you didn't paint this, and they say, fill in the blank.
Well,
what do they say?
We'll send somebody out.
Okay.
Sometime.
But they don't.
But they don't.
All right. Do you want us to call them, or are you fed up?
I'll let you call them.
Do you still owe any money?
I have the last payment to go in this week.
Oh, well, don't do it yet. Until you... Wait. Now, you have some power here, so you hang on. I'm Tom Martino, thehormonebros.com. They're with us. Look them up. Give us questions. We have more on The Troubleshooter Show. I love the art of granite because they're big and small.
Find out power. You know, it tells me that the ones that advertise power are powerful, and the ones that don't, they don't want you to know there's power. 1,500 watts used business for commercial stuff. All those big giant warehouses and past the elevator, right you the best prices in the area. Lie to you about if they tell you you're getting 70 and 80% off. With Mitch, just compare and contrast. What you'll see is beautiful work, wholesale granite, beautiful cabinets direct from the manufacturer, and will do.
So I went to...
I was looking up steamers for my clothes.
I went to meet with Andrew at Ruth's Chris. We talked about that in the trade for the thing. So he asked me for a favor. I don't know, so I want to run it by him. This is Saturday.
Is he going to be there?
Yeah, he's going to be there. Their corporate, he's going to be actually the bartender. Their corporate gave it to him 3 days before, so the thing is failing over there. They've only advertised it for 3 days.
Is it open to the public?
Yeah, it's $70 a ticket.
Well, who wouldn't want to go? When is it? This weekend?
It's Saturday.
God damn it, I have the kids. Okay.
But it's right there. You realize it's right here. It's right there on the corner. But I can get us stuff. That's no big deal. But are you good if we bring this up?
Of course, let's do it now.
That's what I was going to say. You know who that is? That was the kid from Saved by the Bell.
Oh, he's big time right now.
Is he really?
With his entertainment shows, he's not talented other than a host.
Yeah,
I mean, but he's cool. He's got a really good personality. He's handsome, so it's a good show.
Can you go? Can you squeeze it for an hour, even a hello?
My girl, I don't know actually. She has a birthday party sometime. I don't know. I'll find out.
Okay.
Yeah, man,
Well, I'll say me and Suzanne might go. I don't know.
He's a cool guy. I disagree.
I think of him. First of all, the guy asked me, hey, is there any chance of mentioning this? Mario Lopez is going to be there being the bartender. And I'm going, oh, that's the Saved by the Bell guy, right? And he goes, yeah. And I said, I thought he was a porn guy. I thought he was doing porn. I did. I legitimately thought that. They go, no, that's the other Saved by the Bell guy. Something, Diamond.
Yeah. Yeah, which, I don't know why.
Did you buy Bank of America then? A bunch of them?
Jason Van Dyke's defense team calling that charge preposterous, saying LaQuan
That was the only thing that's up today. Otherwise, it's down.
telling jurors that McDonald was a threat and not to believe the prosecution's fake tears. Pros and Lows. Start with Lowe's, because Lowe's is all about saving pros time.
You want to do this? Suzanne and I are going to go Saturdays. Well, I don't know. To Ruth's Chris, Mario Lopez is going to be the bartender.
Or even easier.
Or to go on Saturday and try tequila?
Yeah, you get 3 drinks and whatever, but we don't. But me and Tom are going to talk about it. It's between 4 and 6.
Okay.
He's a pretty cool guy, apparently. I guess he does a lot of the shows. What does he do?
I think he's like on E.
Yeah, he's going to Saved by the Bell. He's on things.
Yeah, he's still a big host on National E.
I don't know, but Bank of America.
I have lunch today with Alaram. It's 3 o'clock.
Look at 2%. NASDAQ is down 2%.
Why?
In the silver market,
Where's it down? Well, something. I was all following a bond sell-off.
This report is brought to you.
That's why I'm conservative, man, right now. I'm in banks, buddy. Banks and your damn oil, your fucking fracking. Oil frickin' frack. He kills me. First he tells me to short Tesla, they go up about $70.
Because he lied.
Then he says,
then
he gets us into this fracking company that shuts down like a week later. What's next?
You said he was going to, during the call, to short it because...
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, that's great.
Right?
I said after it goes up $70 and we're screwed.
Right.
The only holdout, the only possible thing that could possibly happen at this point is he pulls a Papa Murphy and drops the N-word or something during the conference call, and it didn't happen.
Tesla's down $14 today.
What's it sitting at?
280.
Tesla's in trouble, man. I mean, they just got to make money. That's all they have to do. They can't make
He
money.
promised he was going to make money this quarter.
No, he promised he was going to deliver this quarter. And he did pretty good on that.
No, he promised it would be positive this quarter, and from there off.
Would you buy one of those Model 3s for $30,000, whatever they sell for?
JohnRFuller.com.
You think so?
JohnRFuller.com.
If they don't have issues with it,
I was gonna say
it's not a bad deal.
That's the thing. As long as it's the same kind of quality as the the other ones.
Just not as fast, less battery.
Exact same quality.
Then I have. They're quick.
Yeah.
They
All
are.
electric cars are.
Those Teslas are very.
Yeah, I've never driven one.
Yeah.
They say Model 3's from 49,000.
What's that?
It's 49,000.
It's 49 now.
Oh my God, they were 30. I thought it was the whole selling
That's
price.
in the 30s.
I wouldn't touch it for 50, unless if it steers itself and brakes.
It has all the same things as the.
If it has all the same, just not as fast.
Sure, it's
not all-wheel drive, although it probably is.
I don't know if it's got the ranges that those high-end.
Well, probably not. The cheap Tesla is not as cheap as I thought. The cheap one's 50. I thought it was 30.
That's not bad.
No, but look what it's competing with. It's competing with a lot of good shit at 50. Most of the 320s in the Mercedes line are all
The Model S is
50.
75, and the Model X is 80.
No, those are base price. So
Right.
That normal Model S is 100.
Right. I mean, you're right. These are all base prices. That's a base for the Model 3, though. Too.
I'd take my vehicle over that any day. Maybe not I don't know, man.
Let's see what the range is.
I go on too many road trips. I don't.
Does yours have a trigger for steam?
Tesla does have the longest range.
Does yours have a trigger? It's constant flow? Okay. You know, this one is a commercial unit with a constant flow. I mean, it's way, and it's the same price.
Don't they have that app where you can see where the plug-in stations are?
Yeah, Tesla has the app on their...
Now, Tom Martino, the Troubleshooter.
Help me if you can, I'm feeling down.
I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. Welcome to the only show of its kind anywhere in the universe. Yes, this hour brought to you by Plumbline Services for plumbing, heating, cooling, electric, and drains, where when you buy an air conditioner right now, you get a furnace free. You got to call for details. But basically, that's it. I mean, you pay for installation of the furnace. I'm a consumer advocate, and what we do here is we advertise things that are congruent with what we do. We will not advertise anything that is not congruent with our mission to help consumers provide value, to be forthright, and help you solve problems. That's what referralist.com is all about. So as part of it, you call us for problems, questions, complaints. In fact, we get a lot of calls from people who used Angie's List or Home Advisor or other lists, and they don't have a recourse like here, so they call us for help. 303-713-TALK is our number. I'm going to get right to the phones. Anyway, Plumbline Services, if you're interested in that deal, it's a great deal. But they'll also do free second opinions on major purchases. So if someone tells you you need a furnace, get it checked out by them. No charge for that. And then if you decide you want to get one, you get it free with the purchase of an air conditioner. By the way, you don't always need an air conditioner purchase with a furnace or a furnace purchase with an air conditioner. But if there's a differential of more than 5 years, I would seriously consider it. So let's, their number, plumlineservices.com, 303-586-1086, 303-586-1086. So Connie had something done at Rebath. We left off with her. Jamie wants to talk about a car accident and insurance. So, Jamie, we will get to you momentarily. Chris wants to stop an automobile lease due to medical hardship. Now, he is in line to be ripped off majorly if he tries to terminate early without doing it properly. And then Steve's got a simple thing. He just wants to say kudos to somebody. Steve, who do you want to say kudos to?
I wanted to say kudos to Pro Auto. They helped me out. I called a couple weeks back about hitting a curb, and I had someone else try to fix it, and they didn't do a very good job, and I called you guys, and you gave me a recommendation, and it worked out pretty good.
Oh, you know what? They're good people. And don't you find it to be a good, clean shop?
Yeah, it was, actually, I got there really early before everybody was there, and I actually got to walk back in the shop, and I took a look at it, and it was pretty clean, so.
All right, well, thank you for feedback. That's Pro Auto. So, 303 Pro Auto for those listening. It's at Evans and I-25, just east and north on Dahlia, and then also on Bowles and Santa Fe, just south of Bowles, right near Community College there, Arapahoe. 303 Pro Auto and 303proauto.com. So let's talk about Sue's. Oh, Sue's hung up? Okay.
No, that's me. I have a question for the
I'm sorry.
Bros.
Yes, go ahead. You have a question for our experts.
Yeah, so just like, what can you guys do for people like my age and Mark's age, just, you know, in our early 40s to mid 40s?
For what? What's the...
For the BioT.
Okay. In other words, I think there's a bigger question. Are you saying when should you start considering it?
Yeah, and then how do you help women? Because we always hear about you, Tom. And how you know, the effects it's had on you.
For sure, man. If you're in your 60s, I mean, to me, it's a no-brainer. But, guys, that's a good question. Any one of you, we have Joe, John, and James. Now, the two healthcare providers, nurse practitioners, are Joe James and John. James and John. Okay, you are the nurse practitioners, and Joe's the practice manager. Okay, guys, for the nurse practitioners, how old? How old do you start this stuff?
Well, I mean, about
really?
age 30.
But when do you find naturally that hormones start diminishing? I know some people can have premature, or some people can go way late before they start depleting. But you're saying normally it's how old?
Normally about age 30. Give or take a few years though. But typically we see about age 30 is when your levels just start declining naturally.
Okay. And both estrogen and testosterone.
Yeah, estrogen, estrogen, testosterone in women, testosterone in men.
What does it do? What are the symptoms of reduction of those hormones?
Fatigue, decreased muscle strength, poor sleep.
You start adding fat,
and
that
weight
is
gain.
without substantial change to your diet. You just start getting a little flabby.
Yeah,
what else?
It just gets harder to lose weight, and especially with the energy, you don't want to go out, and you're less likely to go out and run and walk and go to the gym and work out. So
you guys said something when I was down there, or maybe Tom said it. I don't remember, but it helps your chances of not having a heart attack, or it's good for your heart, something?
It is protection. A lot of people, they tell you falsely that it will cause cancer and heart problems. It's just the opposite.
Absolutely.
It's a protection.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, optimizing your testosterone levels it is cardioprotective.
That's right.
It is, it can be breast cancer protective, protective against neurocognitive deficits, Alzheimer's, dementia.
So if I get on it, I look like Arnold Schwarzenegger in his day in a month?
Well, no, if you're taking stuff outside of what we're doing, but we're not going to give you that much.
It's not a miracle.
No, it's not a miracle. You got to put in the work.
You'll definitely notice
energy level.
No, you'll notice stuff without doing anything else. You'll notice something.
Absolutely.
And it usually takes the full first cycle to start feeling the effects, or into month 1 or 2 of the, then maybe month 2 of the first cycle. But Connie, let's get back to you, and then thehormonebros.com, or these guys, Joe, John, and James, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, and the rest, Peter.
Good thing it wasn't Mo, Larry, and Curly.
So if we add another 9 people, we have the 12 apostles. Okay, so Connie, let's talk about this now. So Rebath came to your home, and they just flat out did not paint what was left. How much do you owe?
Right now, I owe just about $5,000.
How much was the whole job, Connie?
$29,000.
Oh my God! How big is this bathroom?
It's like 6 by 10, maybe.
Yeah, this is not a value. You did not get a good deal, in my opinion.
No.
No. And you did it through Home Depot.
That's why I wanted to warn everybody to
You did it through Home Depot, and then they did it. They Rebath. Is that how it worked?
Yep.
Yeah. See, why would people trust Home Depot to give them contractors? They don't. How do they vet them? What do they do?
I have no idea.
Everybody wants in on the game.
I don't know, Tom. I just know that I wanted to warn everybody else.
Well, we want to do more than that. You owe on 29. You have to get an estimate for finishing this job, and then you need to call them and say, I'm withholding this amount because you did not complete the contract. Now, I'm taking you at your word that it says it's all going to be painted and finished.
We can reach out to Home Depot, too. They do put a little pressure in the past.
So here's what we'll do. You got to send us the stuff, Suzanne, the contract, let's verify, and then we can reach out to Home Depot, and since Mark Major volunteered, that's very nice of him. Jamie was in a car accident. Go ahead, Jamie. What's happening? And we have lines open at 303-MARTINO if you have questions for thehormonebros.com. What's happening, Jamie?
Okay, Tom, I'm going to get into this right away.
Sure.
So my wife was involved in an accident back in the middle of July. The car ended up getting totaled out, was sent to their auto body, the other insurance, whatever. It ended up getting totaled out.
Whose fault was it?
It was the other driver's
All right,
fault.
go ahead.
So he ended up smashing her into another vehicle in front of her, so it had front and back damage. But either way, so we weren't getting anywhere with their insurance. So we got our insurance involved.
Yeah.
This is
you really should never deal with the other person's insurance ever. They can deal with it for you, but you should never be caught in that loop. So what happened? You went to your insurance. Do you have collision coverage?
Yes, we have full coverage.
Okay, so did they start a claim?
They started a claim.
Who's the other company? Who's the other company?
I don't know what there is. I can't give you that information. My wife has that.
Okay.
All I know is ours is auto owner's insurance.
That you have an excellent company.
Well, we're not getting anywhere with them. I can't get a hold of the claim adjuster.
I'll tell you probably why. And now I have no dog in this auto owners thing. I just know in the past I've had them, and they're good. They really are a good company. So we hardly ever get complaints. Well, I've never gotten a complaint about auto owners. But I will say this: when you say you're not getting anywhere, what do you actually mean?
I mean, they can't even locate our vehicle. They're asking us to contact the other insurance to find the vehicle.
First of all, the other insurance had no right and should have never taken your car.
Yeah, they took that.
But why? Why, Jamie? Why? Who was at the scene of the crime? Who was there?
My wife was at the scene.
Okay, so your wife was there, and she did not say, by the way, take my car here.
No, we actually towed it to our house.
Oh,
and then
good.
Once we got all the information from their insurance, told us to take it to the
now I understand, sir. Now I understand.
Yeah.
That's okay.
So once it was declared totaled, they went, the insurance went and picked it up. Right.
Okay, where is it stored now?
Well, I have no idea, and neither does my insurance. And I've already made 3 car payments on this.
All right, no. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
You have to do exactly as I say. All right.
Okay.
First, you're going to file a small claims action against the other driver. How much is your car worth?
It's only worth around $7,000.
Okay, you're going to sue him for $7,500 is the limit. You're going to sue the other driver. That's it. You sue that driver directly in small claims court immediately. Immediately. Okay? Okay. Yep. Now, number 2, you're going to tell your company that if you do not hear something soon, within, let's give the time, 4 days, 3 days, you are going to contact the state and an attorney for you got to say this, a bad faith action. Use those words. A bad faith action. Then you contact an attorney on my referral list. Mark Cranack loves those bad faith. So does a lot of good attorneys. But they can write a letter. But you have to do both because you're going to sue concurrently with whatever else you're doing. You can always drop the suit, but you're going to sue for the value of the car, even though you're putting in a claim, because whichever comes first. Now, and if it comes first and you still need more money, your insurance can handle that because you need sales tax and all of that in your thing. So I want you to call your insurance agent, whoever it is, or auto owners. In fact, we can get Compass Insurance Group to intercede for you. They represent a number of companies, like 20 of them, or 25, and one of them is auto owners, and they have a contact at auto owners. And when you utter the words bad faith, it's bad news for them. So those 2 things I want you to do, but one other thing. Suzanne, would you give him Compass Insurance Groups? It's 303-996-9000, but I want to give them a heads up. They will help you intercede, even though they are not your agent, right?
Okay.
Are they your agent?
No, auto owners, not Compass.
No, but auto owners is the carrier. Who's your agent?
Yes. My agent's name is...
no, I mean, where is your... Do you have an agency, or do you go direct to auto owners?
We have an agency somewhere here in Denver.
Don't use that agency. I don't care who it is. You go to switch agencies. So you call Compass Insurance Group, talk to Brian, or you talk to actually Matt. You can talk to any of them. Jeremy, talk to anyone over there, Jen, and say, I want to switch agencies and I need help with this auto owner's claim. You're going to be taken care of. In fact, I predict you're going to call me in 1 or 2 days and say, I can't believe how fast they got action. Remember, you're going to say that. 303-996-9000. All right, I'm Tom Martino. More about this. Now, Steve's got a comment on the boat. Steve, hang on. We'll get to you. Chris, he wants to end this automobile lease, and we'll talk about that. Let's talk about something unpleasant. A crime, accused of a crime, especially if falsely accused. Trust me, it is no picnic. What about DUIs? There are only 2 things that happen, or 3. You're falsely accused, or you are an idiot, and you drank and you drove. And the other thing is that you just are not so much an idiot, you didn't realize how much you drank. You tried to estimate. You didn't do it intentionally. No matter what, you need an attorney. You need an attorney, and then learn your lesson. And remember, there's always Uber, there is Lyft. You also have designated drivers. If you have a friend, the hormone bros here, there's 3 of them. I don't think they could ever get a DUI because they got a brother here that can handle it. So take a friend, and I'm very serious about this because when I give out Joe's number, I'm not telling you to go drink and drive and then use Joe because it'll turn your life upside down. Joe Lazzara, 303-429-6200, 303-429-6200. Look for Joe Lazzara on my referral list at referrallist.com. This
So where did that come from, that high testosterone is a prostate cancer?
It was all synthetic form based.
It was?
Yeah.
Okay.
So when they did all that research, they used to use all synthetic forms. And so estrogen for females, hormone replacement for females, for years has been synthetic based, and that's what increases your risk for cancer.
And now it's not.
And now it's
not. That's putting foreign stuff into your body versus this. It's completely biodynamic.
I mean, they still use that. Providers will use that. You know, doctors.
Why don't you get the other one and we'll compare notes?
Well, yeah, what if I don't like it? Here's the thing.
And we'll figure it out.
We used to, I'm sure you guys know that. We used to castrate guys that they have prostate cancer.
Right.
To drop testosterone. Really. That totally.
But it's not.
Was there a moment you said, oh, this is not working exactly?
At first, I didn't think it was working that great. Then after I gave it a few minutes, the steam wasn't coming out. The first startup one.
But uncover it. If it's slow growing and it can uncover it, but it's not going to. It doesn't cause it. Like there's no cause of prostate cancer, none of it, and that's why cancer, nothing like that.
I mean, well, when you think about it, you would be finding a lot more cancers and stuff like that when you're 18. When our testosterone levels were at an all-time high, you would be finding a lot more cancer in younger people.
Do you ever test people and go, you guys you're fine, go about your life?
Very rare. No,
Very
because
rare.
they came to us because they were symptomatic.
Symptomatic.
So no one comes to us and says, I have no symptoms.
Might help boost your trials a little.
Yeah, but they come to us because they're symptomatic. So we do the whole thing. We'll figure out is your thyroid, is it this, is it that?
No, it's too
Or
low.
is your testosterone normal, but your free testosterone is an issue? So
If you boost a woman's testosterone, you start growing a unibrow.
Little bit.
if you have a unibrow now,
No.
if you have a unibrow now, it's going to grow thicker and darker. But if you don't have one now,
Like a
then
little mustache.
I
That's what I
always tell women, you're not going to grow a beard.
Okay.
If you have one now, I'm sorry, it's going to get worse. Yeah.
Sorry, Mark.
You got one. The testosterone can make your, so my wife has to shave her legs more frequently now. Or it's go get laser hair.
Oh, that's interesting.
Laser hair removal.
If you don't have
Do
it
you
now,
test
you can't
thyroid?
give it to you.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Because if you
My
just,
mom, like half the women in my family are hyper.
What do you guys test?
We're not
What do
going
you
to
have to
do
test for?
justice
a
on this.
T3, T4, which is an active sports hormone, the thyroid stimulating hormone, TSH,
All your hormones
and
align
the
for them to
thyroid
mix with
antibodies.
each other.
And that's
Because I
one
want to
blood
make sure, is it Hashimoto's? Is there an autoimmune correlation with it?
Yeah, but I mean, do you test like cholesterol?
No, we don't do lipid panels. No, we don't. We can if you want to, but we
Can
don't.
you do
But
that?
We need to do your because testosterone is going to actually increase
your CBC.
your
We want to know your
cholesterol.
hematocrit, hemoglobin, your blood counts. We test your vitamin D, your thyroid, B12, estrogen, testosterone. So everything that kind of functions with that, you know, as far as hormone replacement.
Because if your thyroid is out of whack, but we only
It would be
often
so
normalize
test
testosterone,
everything.
we're still going
Pellet
to
it. Like if you lack vitamin C,
Wouldn't that be
it's
nice?
got vitamin
Yeah,
C.
wouldn't that be nice?
Boom, boom, boom.
I would, yeah.
Are you going to give
The
the other
pellet
one
be this
time
big,
to
though.
consider?
Yeah, it would.
You're right. Maybe like
Take
this.
a big lump
Maybe I
there.
just bring my in
Put
so
it
you
down,
can try
yeah.
it before you decide.
Do you also tell diet after they do this?
So
Because Mark he's strictly on
I don't know,
the.
mine has styles too, for a coat,
What do you
for a
call it?
t-shirt.
Yeah, I only eat
I'm not a
Okay.
I just eat once a day. Very low carb, so my body's usually in ketosis.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see how
we
yours
know
works
what,
though.
you know, good foods and why you should.
But we're not dietitians.
We're not a weight loss clinic. We're not a dietitian. So, you know, we function along the lines of that, but that's not what we focus on.
Yeah,
So,
I'll bet your tries are coming up as good as mine right now.
I don't know. Yeah, by end of November, I'll go in. Or it'll be almost a year. I've eaten once a day. Not quite, about 10 months.
On Friday, we'll have a conversation with a very special guest.
And then right before I go in, I'll do a 3-day. That always happens.
But that shouldn't be.
No, most of those things are judged off of 3 months.
For your blood sugar?
Yep.
3 months.
Well,
Your A1C.
how many months?
The A1C.
Yeah, my point is,
A1C.
Your fasting isn't.
It doesn't affect.
That's a moment in time.
Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, housemodern.com, HAUSS, housemodern.com. They're at, they're really the wow factor, I call it. Man, when you just want to sit back and have everything done from the ceiling down to the floor, and that means all the fixtures, lighting, everything, and you want people to say, wow, it's not for your fix and flippers. Now, I am not saying it's overly expensive, but hey, it's not fast food. Housemodern.com, 720-325-5040 for the discriminating taste, and I mean ultra upscale. 720-325-5040. That's for bathrooms, kitchens, and closets. Housemodern.com. You can search just regular house on the referral list to find them. 720-325-5040. Okay, so we got a comment on a boat call I want to take quickly. That boat call. Go ahead, Steve. The guy said he had a jet boat. That basically means there's no prop. There's an impeller instead, and they're really cool. I love
Yamaha.
Anyway, he says there's a problem. It doesn't have power. It vibrates. They say there is no problem. What do you think?
Well, it was, the guy bought a 2016 boat, and he hasn't been able to use it till once they get all fixed in 2019.
Oh, I agree. He should be pissed.
He'll have a used 2016 boat, but he paid full price for it in 2016.
But not used by choice. Just
it happens with RVs all the time.
But I mean, isn't that a little bit excessive? Like the 2 years. I mean, he got.
Well, no. Listen. I'm not disagreeing that he should be pissed off and want a new boat. I would be asking. Mark would be asking for a new boat. We would be. But what I'm saying is, I can't fight to have it fixed if that's not going to help him. If he's only going to be upset anyway, you know. But maybe what I should have said was, you know what? Even though you don't want it fixed, let's fight for a new boat. But here's what I think would happen. I think, well, I don't know what would happen.
They're saying, the boat's fine.
Steve's got a good point. So if they're saying the boat's fine and he imagined all this.
2 dealers.
And if that's the case, then no, he doesn't deserve it. It's his fault that he didn't use it because he was overly, I don't know what you call it, compulsive, obsessive. He just could not accept it. If that's the case, Steve, and truly there's nothing wrong, then no. But if they end up really finding something, you know what? Then I get you. I really do. Then maybe he should have something new.
Well, he wasn't able to use it because it was sitting in the shop.
But think about it, Steve. Do you understand what I just said? If there is something wrong with it, I agree with you. But what, Steve, what do you think should happen if nothing is wrong with it?
Oh, yeah, if nothing was wrong with it, then he just didn't understand the specs of the boat. But if he bought a 2000 boat...
Right, you said it, and you're about to say it again. If he bought it in 2014, it's now used, and no fault of his own if there's a problem with it. We get it. 303-713-TALK. Sally. No, wait.
Remember this from Monday, Tom?
Sally had a debit card where Social Security funds are deposited, and it's very common. They endorse certain ones to put your money in. You can do it with your regular bank. It doesn't have to be a certain one, but she picked the one recommended, and she said there was money missing. Sally, is that right?
Yes.
Now, I don't think we did anything to help you on this, did we? You did this yourself?
Oh, no, Tom.
Who did it?
Daphne helped.
Oh, Deputy Daff.
My goodness.
Well, no. I did not know Daff was on it. I'm sorry.
Oh,
so
yeah.
What did she do?
But you told me when I did talk to you, Tom, you said we will get your money back.
Right, I remember that, but you called so soon. Yeah.
God bless you. I had that money deposited back, and they found the error or whatever after 3 months, and within less than 48 hours, I had my money back.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I love hearing that. I absolutely love hearing that.
To me, that's really, really nice because they wouldn't help me at all for 3 months. And
Yes.
Your staff did it.
Okay, you know what? We really do love hearing this, Sally, so now you can spread the good news. Okay, 303-713-TALK. Let's talk now to Vivian. Speaking of good news. Vivian, you got some good news?
Yes, I do.
What is it?
Surgeon's Auto on Havana and Aurora.
Yeah.
I had gone there several times with no problem. Loved the service. I went a couple of weeks ago. The clerk was very rude and didn't look at my car and was giving me a price for things. I contacted you guys. Dan contacted me.
Are you saying, wait a minute, that at first you had wonderful service with Sheridan Auto Tech, and then somewhere along the line you did not have good service? They were rude?
Yes.
Oh, really? That maybe there was an errant employee or something. Then what? When we contacted them, did we get it all straightened out for you?
It was worse than that.
What was it, Mark?
Listen to this, man.
Hold on, there's a story. What?
No, he had a really bad employee that was stealing from him directly. I'm talking about Kevin. Kevin terminated his ass. That guy's gone. They're back to biz, man. They're rocking and rolling like usual.
Vivian, thank you for discovering this.
Yes, and I was so pleased that not only your staff member called me, but Kevin called me himself.
Now, do you think that Angie would call you personally and take care of you if you called her? I don't think so.
She probably doesn't know who Angie is.
Right. 303-713-TALK. That's why we're suing Angie's List and Home Advisor in a federal lawsuit, because they used our name.
Hey, by the way, that you mentioned that, I had probably 15, 20 plus people email me
easily
in the last 3 months that said, hey, every time I go to referral list, I end up at Home Advisor. The problem is my emails automatically delete. So please email us again at live@troubleshooter.com if that happened to you.
Yeah, if you were doing a search and came to Tom Martino's referral list, that's what it said. And he said, in fact, it went on to say, don't hire just anyone. That was one of the links that you would click on. And because someone called and said, hey, Tom, Excel Roofing's not on your list.
Someone tried 10.
Yeah. And well, they didn't call. They emailed and said, Excel Roofing's not on your list. I said, of course they are. And they said, Budget A1 Transmission Auto Repair is not on your list. And I said, sure they are. And so if you were one of those, would you just please contact us again? Because really, as I said, we had them in email. By the way, speaking of Budget A1 Transmission Auto Repair, yes, they are on our list. They have that $149 transmission special. That means they'll open up the transmission, not just service it with a flush. They open it, drain it, do the filter, and check all the hoses and any belts and any servos, anything, minor adjustments they do. If there's a problem, you don't pay the $149, not even for the service. They credit that toward the whole ticket for the repair, if there is any. But you're never obligated. And that's Budget A1 Transmission and Auto Repair. They're on Santa Fe, just south of Dartmouth. Good people, 303-781-9858, 781-9858. What is the, I want to take people who've been waiting here. We have Chris. Chris, now, this sounds serious to me, all right? You have a lease for an automobile. Is that right, Chris?
Yes, thanks, Tom.
Okay.
It's actually my father and mother. They're 75 years old.
All right, let's talk about that. Whose name is the lease in, Chris?
It's in my father's name.
Okay, his first name?
It's Bill.
So Bill has a lease, and when did the lease begin?
About 5 months ago.
And how long is the lease for?
It's a 48-month lease.
48 months. And why does he want out?
So my mother, his wife, has multiple myeloma cancer for 5 years, just had a femur surgery last week, cannot drive again. Bill has had to take family medical leave to take care of his wife.
Does Bill have any health problems?
No.
All right. Hold on a sec, okay? Let's give this some thought. A lease, health problems. I know there are no outs inside that lease, but is there something that can be done?
Death.
Well, death, yeah, right. Now, all kidding aside, we are going to take a look at this and figure out if anybody else has had this and if they were able to get out of it. Speaking of death, David Salisbury is an estate attorney. And if there is anything involved in an estate that you want passed on, do you know if you have debt, like a car lease, you don't have to assign that or give that to anyone. You can just let it go. You are not obligated to pay any debts. Now, what happens is your personal representative will have to make sure if there are any assets that debts are paid, but only if they know about them. So David Salisbury knows all about this. It's called estate planning. They also have ways of doing it through trusts to protect assets. You have also just simple wills he can do. And he can do just probate in general. If someone dies, you don't know where to turn. David Salisbury is an attorney at law. He's on our referral list at referralist.com, and that's really where you find him. And he will answer any and all of your questions. That's what we love about David. You can just call and ask questions, and he answers them. So, of course, estate-related. 720-493-3911. Look for David on a referral list, David Salisbury. That's 720-493-3911.
This is Adverse Talk Station 630 KHOW, an iHeartRadio station with Russ.
And I'll tell you what, this girl's got some bad cracks in the new house.
3 years old.
3 years old? Okay. So that's
pretty new, though.
Wow, roof, that's terrible.
Yeah, but you don't know how it shifted. You don't know.
Oh, yeah.
You don't know how bad it is.
Okay, Suzanne, this is what I asked.
Still, you wouldn't expect it. Yeah, you don't
Well, I mean, typically they usually have somebody after about a year or so coming out.
You got a year,
Where are you
you
gonna get
got
it?
1 year
Wow.
of most new houses and stuff, and they
come and do that, but man, that's.
I wonder if other people in the same area.
Yeah. Well, because if it's due to shifting, you would think that it's not just, her house that shifts, it's going to be like that.
And is it because of expanding soil or the bad compaction?
Yeah.
That one. Yeah, let's do. Mine has 4 steam levels, continuous steam. Does yours? It continues steam. The only thing I thought they would have that they don't do, and I told you about, is I thought it would actually suck the fabric in while you were steaming. You know what I mean? Like suck the fabric in.
They can fix it. That's just a 3 years.
Not even the dry cleaner one?
I wouldn't think so.
Now, Walmart, I noticed I can't find it anywhere online, has a thing by Sharp. It's like
I don't know what their warranty
a
is on
bag,
the foundation.
and you put the
I don't
clothes
think it's
in,
going to be a
and
foundation.
it steams in the bag.
It's
And I saw it at
too
Walmart.
much settle.
A steam bag. But I just thought, man, how well can something like that work? And it was made by, I think, Shark or Dyson.
I love Shark.
You were emailing some lady about a cancer girl, Ava, at some point?
That was probably a while back. I've seen it.
Yeah, she died.
That was they want to go fund me thing.
Yeah. At first, I thought it was the girl with the iPad that we shipped to.
No, that was
And I'm like, oh my God.
No, this is the one. I think she wanted a GoFundMe.
I saw the date. Daph's downstairs.
I think Daph might have.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. But look at the reviews. It sucks.
The Raleigh House, 720-893-5559.
It's like cheap.
720-893-5559. Call today.
Did you know you could be
Yeah, it's a cool, but it wasn't by Chi, I don't think.
How? GoodRx.com. GoodRx compares prices of every FDA-approved drug at pharmacies in your area and offers free downloadable coupons at GoodRx.com. So you get the best deals on all your medications. You'd be surprised at how much the prices can differ, even at pharmacies on the same block. Last year, GoodRx
Did you see that guy that released the social security numbers and phone numbers of there? He's going to prison.
What did he release?
One of the staff members, Democratic staff member, released.
It wasn't a staff member.
I thought it was.
From yesterday, the arrest.
Right.
It was a volunteer.
Oh, it was?
And no personal information is ever.
Well, they don't call him a volunteer, they call him
Oh, like one of the young people?
his ass is in big trouble.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think it's a... They found him on a computer, man. Yeah, you're right, it is. It's called Nate.
Paid or volunteers?
I don't know.
That's I won't even say it takes balls to do that. It's stupidity.
Oh my God, he's been in jail for a long time.
And they got for felonies.
witness tampering, threats in interstate communication, unauthorized access of government computer, identity theft, second-degree burglary, unlawful entry. I mean, he's facing life. And you know they'll make a fucking example of him. He broke in, he basically got on computers he's not supposed to be on. He stole information, phone numbers, and addresses of Republican senators, and then published them everywhere.
Who is this? This random person.
Christine Bracelet.
Who did he work for?
Jackson Costco, 26. He is the most recently an intern. That's what I was trying to say. Of Representative Sheila Jackson, Texas. He also worked for another Dem, Senator Maggie Hassan.
Hi, Tom Martino. Denver Egress Windows does this thing that's amazing. They can do a walkout basement for your home on a flat lot. It's providing you have a basement, of course, with the walls. They can dig down, slope into the wall, and get a walkout basement with a patio that's terraced down, even on a flat lot. They can also, of course, do window wells and egress windows where none exists, opening up that square footage, increasing the value of your home for appraisals. They can also rebuild the old ones that the builders put in with those old ugly corrugated metal things. Anyway, Denver Egress Window is an amazing client of mine. I love talking about him. You can look him up. Here's the website, denveregresswindow.com. It's that easy, denveregresswindow.com, 720-626-4221, 720-626-4221. Fee has a problem with Lennar Homes I'm going to get to next, but Chris called with an urgent matter. Chris's parents are basically, elderly, disabled. The mom is facing cancer again. Is that right, Chris?
She's had the cancer for 5 years. It's taken a turn for the worse.
Now,
so
why? I have to ask a question. Why did he lease a car?
He was leasing it to commute back and forth to his security job at the hospital.
All right.
And now she's unable to go into the Volkswagen Jetta because it's too low of a car.
All right, here's what I want to tell you, okay? There is no legit way, none, not one, to have someone take over your lease, okay, unless there's only one exception. That means if you see these places advertising saying they will take over lease, they will take care of it, you walk away, and some of them have the nerve to want you to pay them to do it, don't do it, okay? Every single one of the releasing firms are pulling scams, every one of them. Clearly in your lease, that is against the lease and could be considered fraudulent by lying about the location and condition of the car. The reason I'm saying that is you're primed to get ripped off, and so is your dad, if you don't know this. The only way to legally have someone assume a lease is for them to go to the leasing company like GE or Wells Fargo or whoever holds the lease and apply and let them write it in their name. They take you off, your dad off, and they put them on. That almost never, ever happens because people can make a better deal brand new, okay, unless you just have a sweetheart of a lease. Was there a trade involved in this lease?
No,
it was not. It was a straight lease. For 48 months, was there a down payment?
There was no down payment.
And what is the car?
The car is a Volkswagen Jetta 2018 with 3,400 miles on it.
Does your dad have any assets? In other words, if he turned it in, they come after him for the deficiency on the lease or the lease payments, can they even collect it from him?
Do they have money?
No money, no. The only asset is the home.
Well, that's what they'll come after. That's the biggest asset. How much equity?
About $275,000.
Yeah, they're done. No, by the way, what are they doing about that as far as nursing homes and all that? What are they doing with all that equity?
Well, we're looking into that now, but the best thing to do is to try and hang. I've talked to several attorneys. The best thing to do is to hang on to the house, because as soon as you sell that home and those proceeds are sitting into an account, then when you go to apply for Medicaid, Medicaid can actually take that money, is my understanding.
Well, hold on. They can still, the equity isn't allowed either. Just so you know.
Well, no, they're not. Medicaid can't touch the home or the equity in the home.
Okay, you're right. You're right. For regular Medicaid, I wasn't talking about it. I'm talking about nursing homes and all of that. The equity absolutely will count against them. Okay, if they need to go into a nursing home, that will count against them. All of the equity. In regular Medicaid, like Obamacare Medicaid, the regular day-to-day, they only look at income, they don't look at equity.
The look-back period's what, 3?
5 years.
5 years. You should call Salisbury and really start thinking about this.
You better start planning right now for your parents and their long-term care. Start planning. The other thing I want to talk about is this lease, okay? I'm not saying it's the end of the world. If you can get a dealer to help you get someone to assume it, that's the best way to do it. A legit dealer, like where you bought it or somewhere else. Just tell them the situation and appeal to them. And, like, go to someone like McDonald's, for example. They're good people.
That's where I went. I went to McDonald's, and they just don't care. They pushed me to the Volkswagen Credit Company. And
well, what they meant was, well, hold on. What do you mean they don't care? What they're telling you, they can't just let you out of the lease, okay?
No, but I offered some different solutions.
Like what? Give me.
How about I pay? I said, hey, Tom, how about I pay a nominal fee? Here's the deal. You guys are in the business to make profit.
They can't do it. They can't do it.
They'd be losing their ass on that deal.
They wouldn't be losing their ass.
Well, they would. Why not, Chris? Why?
Because if you look at the numbers, if I agreed to pay, here's the car, here's $2,000, I'm out of the lease. They could turn around and sell that for more. It's just what they want me to do.
No, Chris. First of all, Chris, I want to help you. But your attitude is that you're getting screwed here, and no one's getting screwed because that termination of that lease would cost them a crap load of money. And just because they're a dealer, they don't get to get out of it. So if you toss them what you think is a big deal, $2,000, and they sell it, you're going to multiply those payments out over 48 months plus add a penalty. That is what you're going to do to that dealer. So if you're saying that dealer doesn't care, well, no, that dealer doesn't want to make a donation to your dad's retirement fund of about whatever thousands of dollars it is. You know, what he's saying is that they can't do that. But they can if you approach them with another, you didn't approach them with a logical solution like, hey.
Well, I did. I approached them with one more, actually.
What's the other one?
We have a Subaru Outback that they are paying on, and I said, hey, there's a little equity in the Subaru Outback. Can you guys do a deal where you take both in and
do what?
For that. They came up with a lease. It was a super outrageous number, and I understand what you're saying, but
it's not there. What's your point?
Well, my point is that we have two elderly parents. One is now disabled, and they're saying that you do not have a medical hardship because the lease is in your healthy father's name.
It doesn't matter. There are no medical hardships I know of for a lease. Do you have a contract that says there's
there are though?
Huh?
I actually called the financing company. If it was Bill that actually had the medical
what would they do?
They would actually just let you hand it in. You're out of the lease.
Okay, hold on, Chris. I'm sorry. It is not true. It is not true, except imminent death, and certain very rare circumstances. I can't let my listeners think that if someone is terminally ill, they're going to get out of a lease. Okay,
you have to not be able to drive.
It has to be more than that. There has to be death is imminent because they know they're going to end up with the car anyway. I promise you, it's not a normal situation, even the one you're in. But if you want to talk about solutions, you need to find a dealer that you still did not propose the solution. I said, look, here's the deal. I am sure there are credit-worthy people that come in all the time that could qualify for this lease. And if the payment, I don't even know if the payment's outrageous, or what is the payment?
The payment's $357 a month.
That's a very good lease.
I did recommend
that's a very good lease. If they can find somebody creditworthy, you can advertise for somebody creditworthy and then go to the lease company and do it. But don't just they have to be approved and then taken off the lease. My main message to you is don't get ripped off by these people who promise you these things and won't do it. I respect McDonald more, who comes right out and says we can't do it. They're facing basically a giant cost to this lease. I mean, there are how many months left to this lease? 45?
There are 42 months left.
Okay, so 42 at how much?
$357.
Now, let me just tell you something.
And what do you think the depreciation is from the brand new vehicle 3 months later?
This is not terrible, $14,900. I'm telling you, you can sell that car, Chris. You can sell it and probably make enough to pay off the lease.
But you could, but then you still have to pay the buyout, which is $9,182.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So if you sell it and pay the $9,000, if you broke even, what's wrong with that? That's like walking.
How do you figure it's break even though? What you just proposed is $24,000.
What I'm saying is, did you just tell me the buyout's $9,000?
$91.82.
Then that's what you have to pay. Will that car sell for $91.82?
Yes, it will.
Then hold on.
The buyout's after all the other lease payments,
yeah, that's after the lease payments have been made. That's at the end of the lease.
That's the termination penalty is what you're saying. They won't charge a termination penalty if you pay all of the payments up front because you're making every single payment. They will not charge that. You can get out cheaper. And here's the deal, all right? I just want to say it. Chris feels it's everyone else's problem. He doesn't want to get this solved because I know it can be solved. And I'm sorry, Chris. You know, you're blaming McDonald's, you're blaming this. You have an attitude like, oh, my God. My heart goes out to you because your parents are ill and this has happened. It really does. But it just chafes my ass when people make their problems everyone else's. I'm sorry. It just does. The guy doesn't want help. He doesn't want help. He wanted to be told he could walk away from it. That's what he wanted to be told. Fuck that.
He's never been angry like that. You guys bringing that up.
I was going to say, bring the worst up. He's usually nice and cold.
Oh, we had a caller on Facebook ask about the cost. So I know when Tom talks, people are always going to ask that. I know it varies, but you might want to look at.
Sure. Yeah, the cost of the
What's the starting at?
Well, male and female are different.
Men are more expensive?
Yeah, more expensive?
Yes.
Yeah.
We shouldn't even really get into costs unless they call up. But what that test, the instant test.
The instant test.
What is it?
$10.
What you should do is let's come up with something for the first X amount of people. You'll do it 100% free and come up with it.
Sure.
If it's only costing you that, who cares?
Yeah. We don't want to tell them how much it is, but it only costs us $10. So yeah, for whoever calls in, and
That's good.
So we need to bring that up.
Okay, yeah. Come in and just get your levels checked for free.
Right.
Well, if they want to go with the labs, but if you come in and get testosterone.
No, we're talking the quick
Yeah, the quick test,
the one you do right there.
Yep. No, what we're just saying is that even if it's low and then they're interested, we can draw more blood and send the rest out.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah.
No, we're talking just
the teeth. Yep.
They get to sit down, meet you guys.
Yep.
That's the deal.
And it's on us. Yep.
And you'll buy a dinner at Dell's.
Dinner, Dell's, a shirt,
Yeah.
and
We can do a shirt. Man.
Del Taco.
Yeah, Del.
Yeah.
Del. You meant Del Frisco?
If I win, it's Del Frisco.
Yeah.
Anytime he wins, which is yet to happen, it's Del
Taco.
Frisco.
Oh my God. Del Taco's not too shabby. How long has Bruce been open?
How long what?
Has that always been there?
The new one just opened. They barely opened last December.
Oh, okay.
So these guys are saying, I want to give them $2 grand. They want to take my very.
It has nothing to do with McDonald's. His deal right now is with Volkswagen Finance.
Right. But
McDonald's would be crazy to get it. Hey, they're going to do on that fast lab test they have that I took down there. They're going to do 10 free. No cost. They show up, get your test done for free.
So there's no better place to find someone with the skills
You can call the office or just come in or whatever.
yeah, they just got to remember, mention Tom or Tina.
Now I'm back to having just one job.
British man trapped in shed as slave for 40 years. Jeez.
What? He was trapped for 40 years? 40 years. Come on, man. How do you eat? Or did somebody make him?
No. He was a slave.
What do you do there?
Hey, it's Europe.
He was a slave?
It's no holds barred over there.
No, really. Who is slave?
It's Thunderdome.
Who is slave?
Likely trapped in a shed for 40 years, forced as a work slave. The
How did he get
58-year-old
out?
man.
This is a movie. You know it is.
The 58-year-old man was inside with only a chair and soiled bedding. His rescuers found him Wednesday after a raid at the residential site. near the United Kingdom. Authorities later arrested.
That movie.
This is weird.
Room was a true story.
They arrested a 79-year-old man on suspicion of modern slavery. So he was 56. A 79-year-old kept him as a slave.
Well, but he was 18.
He might have been mental.
He was 18 when he brought him in there. So 79-year-old.
This is oh my God.
Officers discovered the trap man after a call was made on a confidential helpline.
This man's life.
Literally his entire life.
Was taken from him.
His entire adult life.
Yep, right.
Oh my God, he's now 40
years.
Mark. When we found him, he was like a rabbit in headlights and very confused.
Did they have him do the work?
Did he have a TV or anything? Did he have anything to the
There's
outside?
not pictures or anything.
You know that reminds you
He
of?
was in conditions that no human being should ever be in.
Remember that movie
Chair
Seven?
in a soiled bed.
Where they kept the guy in and chewed
The
his
man was
tongue?
likely forced to do unpaid work from the age of 16 or 17 till now.
He was to do what, Mark?
Unpaid work.
I don't think you could ever fix him. I mean, he's broken.
No.
His life's going to be better by no time, but he's broke.
K&H Home Solutions is giving every third window free. Buy two, get one free. Buy two and get one free. Durability, energy, efficiency, beauty, custom fit. If you're looking for windows, this is a great deal. Shop and then check K&H. KHWindows.com. Make your own appointment in their home. In your home, I mean. KHWindows.com. 303-421-7100. You're also getting 35% off any siding you want, and that's Everlast Siding. In my opinion, the best siding in the world. Durable, waterproof, palette of colors. It's unbelievable stuff. Made from minerals and plastics combined to make this beautiful material. And 35% off entry doors, khwindows.com, khwindows.com. So, Todd says I'm wrong. Go ahead, Todd.
Hey, Tom, how are you?
Yes, sir. I'm doing good. So what you were talking about the lease, what did I get wrong, sir?
Yeah, the $9,000 and some odd dollars is not an early termination fee. That's the residual payoff. So he has to pay the $9,000.
Oh, you're right. You're right. You're absolutely right.
We actually
I forgot
got
about that
though.
No, I did not get that. I forgot that. When you pay all of the payments and you make all of them, they still want that residual. You're right. You're right. I forgot about that.
So he'd have the payments plus $91.82.
Yeah,
plus,
you're right.
Well, that would be it. There would be no penalties or overage.
No.
Right.
So
he has to sell it for $24K to break even.
But you got to admit that he's got no qualm with McDonald's Automotive.
No, but he said McDonald's should be happy to take $2,000. Well, okay, so they take $2,000. They got to sell it for $24,000. How much will that car sell for? Do you know, Todd? Were you listening close enough?
I don't know, but obviously that seems like sticker price. That's probably going to sell for $19.
That's the problem. You know, some of these leases, the dealer has the holdback. They keep all the incentives.
This guy's got to come up with some money. But, Todd, thank you for pointing that out. You're right. I was totally confused. I'm looking at it like a loan. Now let's go to Fee. Is it Fee? Fee?
Yes.
Okay, Fee. What's going on with Lennar Homes?
So we bought our house about 3 years ago, and we started having foundation problems 6 months after we bought our home.
Yeah.
And so they've been surveying it for about a year already, and they come up with this a way to solve the problem.
When did you close on the home?
We closed on the home 2015 in March.
And do you have a structural warranty?
We do.
Okay.
How long is it?
Hold on. We're going to come back. You're next. The Hormone Bros, by the way, are offering free blood tests, but under certain conditions only. You got to listen in the next hour. This is going to be a chance to get into Bio-T or other hormones without a lot of expense. But you got to listen for details, okay? 303-713-TALK is our number. Have you been hit with hail? Get your car.
I invented the tease. Sometimes I tease so often I never even say anything.
Forget about it.
I've done that so many times. Then we'll have all these people go, hey, he was going to say something. Did you see the pictures of that house? Tom? Did you see the pictures of the ceiling?
Oh, what? Wait. Oh, yeah. Did you get them from Susanna?
Send them. Oh, man. The Lennar home.
every
Now,
time
what
I
is
look
this
in the
one?
mirror. But I'm going to do something about it with Dr. David Broadway and Broadway Hair Restoration. Using Neograss, a safe and effective, minimally invasive technique, I'm soon going to look, well, more like a black beauty. All Broadway Hair Restoration is for your free consultation at 303-680-8989 or online at denverhairrestoration.com.
Rocky. Oh, cool.
Well, that's tonight. That's tonight, isn't it? Rocky. Did you get it, Tom, or Suzanne? You want me to send it to you?
I don't think I'd be able to get through the whole game, but boy, that other one was great.
Not enough or nothing to see here. Mr. Grady.
That one on the ceiling.
This
is one ours you're showing me?
Yeah.
Sexual assault allegations against Supreme Court.
3 years old.
3 years old. But they have a structural warranty, so I was
good.
Oh my God.
I know.
Well, you know, I mean, we don't know how bad it is, but if she's saying she's had foundation problems since the first 6 months, that's not good. I've had 2 Lennar loans back in the day. I had no issue. I mean, no major issues.
They're just putting them up. See, that was back in the day when they were actually...
Actually, my first one was made by U.S. Homes, and eventually Lennar bought them. The second one was Lennar.
They're just wrapping them up.
Tom helped me years ago. It had to be 2001. We were buying our second house in Castle Rock, and the salesperson, I got him to write down that they would match financing I could find. So at the time, interest rates, I don't even remember, let's say 5%. And my biggest problem was I knew a guy in the lending business I knew was going to give me a good deal. So they said they would either match it or let me use somebody else. You go, well, why would they care if you use someone else? Because they gave us upgrades on flooring, cabinets, all this other bullshit if you use their financing, because they make it in the financing. So the time came to close, they wouldn't match it. And they said, well, the salesperson didn't have authority to sign that. They acknowledged he did and wrote it out, but they kept saying he didn't have authority. So therefore, you're going to have to either pay for all the upgrades, which was like another $50,000, or you're going to have to go with our financing at the highest interest rate. But so I'm sitting in their office off I-25 while this is happening. He's on the air. I call up, and I said, well, I wanted to talk to a friend of mine and explain it to him. And it cold packed them. By the end of it, they let me use my own lender. Do you even remember that?
Roughly. Vaguely.
I think you knew someone at U.S. Homes.
That's what it was. And it was the warranty guy.
If you use their financing, can you refinance in a year? And get
You can refinance in a day.
Okay.
Yeah.
So really, they might roll
Yeah, there's fees. You're paying all the fees. Loan origination.
It's added to your principal. If they say no cost, sometimes they mean no out of pocket.
Yeah.
Most people, when you get a loan, I don't care who you use, they generally will hold that loan.
Tell me the easiest way
for 90 days
to get to your place. 472
Ken Carl.
Then
go south on
Shaver.
Okay.
When we drove down there, he just drove so fast he was going to make 470.
470 Carl.
Then south on
Your next ride on Schaefer.
So east side of
south on
470.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
And then Schaefer.
We back up to that golf course.
And then west on Schaefer again.
There was someone else right there.
You're going south, you take a right.
When you first walk in, you go down the
north
hallway.
Oh,
Right there.
so then when you're going south
Down the hallway.
No. When you first walk in,
King Carl's
you're staring at the door, then you're to the right.
Right. The door is
470.
Because 470 is when you 470 buckles up.
The breakfast place?
So if you're going north, you get off on King Carroll, which you're going east at that time.
How come
Then
I
you
don't
take
hear
a
anything?
right, so you're gonna go south on Schaefer.
So you go south in King Carl.
Retirement, whether you're retired or want to see.
Carl, and then right on Schaefer.
Yeah.
And is that what street you're on?
Yeah.
Schaefer Parkway.
I just want to get that general for this one.
Yep.
You guys ever put on seminars?
We haven't. No, we've done things. We had a booth at the Yeah, we'll do booths and little events and things like that.
What do you mean booths and shows?
So yeah,
How about like the 9 News Health Show? Is that a buy? Is that a buy?
I don't know how you would get in
I
that.
think that
They advertise the shit out of it.
I think people buy space for that.
Yeah, it's like a home show, I would
But
assume.
to the consumers, it's the most unbelievable deal.
Oh no, they get
Oh,
it. No, it's real deal.
Absolutely.
But that might be a good way to.
You know, it's sometimes it's their only health care.
Oh yeah,
yeah, absolutely. Isn't that sad?
100%. A lot of people do that. Yeah.
How about the dentist we have that once a year does the veterans? I mean, it's the only time they ever see a dentist.
Or the Christmas Eve. That one.
That's what I'm talking about.
No, they're different. Southbridge does the Veterans
Southbridge,
Day,
yeah.
and then Christmas Eve is Perfect Teeth. You know that guy, remember that crazy place? You can choose the darkest colors available for your.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Is it called what? Or is it called something?
Comfort Dental.
Comfort is the one that does it. Christmas Eve. They do a great service.
And everywhere or every company?
I don't know.
They're all individually. Comfort Dental is really just an agency, but most of their people do it.
But I'll tell you, man, I used to cover it. It's incredible, and they'll do whatever you need.
Really?
People line up.
So like root canals or.
It has to be something to be done in a day.
Okay.
They'll do
lots of cleanings, cavities. I mean, shit, real shit. Fillings. No, they give them cavities.
Yeah. Here's some candy.
If I was a dentist, I'd hand out candy.
Yeah. Now remember, don't brush your teeth.
Just that extra, I see some bad ones.
Oh yeah.
I have used that stupid Sonicare toothbrush. I'm on my second one for over 10 years.
I love
that
it.
damn thing was the best thing ever.
I use it.
They're incredible. The ones that rotate, all that.
In fact, even though the dentist I go to, they get financed by the OLB, but they say Sonicare is the best.
It's crazy. Now they get money for them. There's no joke on the price.
I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. Thank you for being here on the Troubleshooter Show, where we help, inform, refer, and make life a little easier, recovering hundreds of millions of dollars over the years. This is the longest running show on the radio with the same host and continuous. So we're so happy that you're here. Today we're going to talk to the Hormone Bros. And that's really Joe, John, and James Flauding, and they run Revitalized Health. They optimize hormones. We also have people calling in, and somebody I said I'd get right to them, and that is Fee, and that is about Lennar Home. Now, you know, homes in general right now, the sales are so brisk, warranty problems abound. They really do. So this hour, speaking of homes and new homes, Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. When I say this, there is no exaggeration. It is not hyperbole. It's not advertising hype. You will never find anyone better in real estate to do your buying or your selling, period. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. You will never find a finer person either. I'll bet you when he's alone and he hammers his finger by mistake with a hammer on his nail when he's putting up a picture, he doesn't even say, betcha.
I betcha. That's a guarantee.
303-920-1622. Now, I say way more than just,
Saturday, real quick. Guess who's pouring Suzanne and I drinks? At Ruth's Chris. You'll never guess.
Oh, we're going to go to
Mario.
that.
Yes.
Mario Lopez?
Mario Lopez.
How did you know?
No, he showed me.
I showed him the thing.
Mario Lopez.
I want Martino to get his butt down there.
I would love to. It's going to be at Ruth Chris.
Ruth Chris at Bellevue in 25 between 4 and 6. Yeah, because it includes cocktails. It includes appetizers. $70.
Oh, that's cool. And he's going to be there. So
he's going to be the one pouring the drinks.
It's going to be an intimate crowd.
What does he do? Oh, very intimate.
He hosts Entertainment Tonight, doesn't he?
I guess he does. I remember him from Saved by the Bell.
No, he's a cool guy. He's fun.
He's doing everything. But listen, if you want to join us down there this Saturday, 4 to 6, 303-854-9304. You going to come?
Yeah, give me the number. Well, I have my kids.
303-854-9304. Ruth's Chris at Bellevue.
I take it you can't bring kids.
Or I-25.
Even if I wanted to pay for them, can I bring my kids?
Yeah, of course you can.
We'll find out. Maybe not.
Of course, kids can go to. Why couldn't kids go to Ruth's Chris? We bring our kids there to eat.
I'm talking about for this event, Mark. They might not want.
Your kids don't like tequila?
No, but 303.
Mark.
303-854-9304. You're basically, it's cheap, $70 a person. When I say cheap, for everything you get.
It's Ruth's Chris. It's unbelievable.
You meet Mario Lopez.
He's actually going to be the bartender, meet and greet the whole bit.
By the way, let's go to Fee on this warranty thing. Fee, your structural warranty, is it going to cover the problems? You sent photos to us. Are we putting them up on Facebook and YouTube right now? We're Facebook Live, YouTube Live. Look at our feed, referrallist.com.
Oh, these pictures are horrible.
No. Fee, this is unbelievable. Did you, first of all, I need some very basic information. Did you have an engineer on your own do a report on your home?
Yeah, we did.
Okay, and what does the engineer say is wrong with your home?
The whole house has to be underpinned.
Oh, my God. How much is that going to cost, Fee?
They told me the ballpark value last time was about $250,000.
To get it done?
Yeah.
How much is your house worth right now? I mean, not in its condition, but you know what I'm saying. That style house.
Value $539.
$539. So basically half of the value to fix it.
Yeah, but that is only the underpin. That doesn't include any of the cosmetic repairs.
So how much would it all cost all in to fix it?
They didn't give me an estimate on that.
Okay.
It's been a really long process.
I need to know just some simple information because this is misery. You have a beautiful home otherwise, but now you are marred with foundation and structural problems to the tune of $250,000 or more. You bought this home in 2015. Is Lennar taking responsibility? What is their position? If I call them right now, will they say there's no problem? Will they say there's a problem, but it's not our fault? Or will they say we are working on it?
They'll tell you they're working on it.
How are they working on it?
There is a problem. So they want to underpin the whole house, but they won't give me a cosmetic repair plan, so that's why I'm not letting them fix it.
Well, I would know. See, now listen, I'm going to tell you something. And this, if you talk to an attorney, you ask him about this. I believe that you are in major trouble if you don't let them start fixing it and mitigate the damages. If you think you're settling, you're not. I'm telling you, well, you got to watch what you sign. But you better mitigate your damages because from this point forward, you could be responsible for any additional damage. You could be.
Well,
and you better ask an attorney about it.
Report.
What's that?
I did. We do have an attorney.
Well, what's your attorney doing? You should have filed suit. Did you file suit?
You can't file suit because you're required to go through arbitration.
Oh, you signed one of those contracts. Okay.
Well, it was just like it was in the contract when we bought the house.
That's what I said. You signed one of those contracts. So that's not a great thing, is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Did you begin your mandatory arbitration?
No, we didn't because we're still working on what they want to do.
Okay.
So the whole problem right now is they don't want to give me a cosmetic repair plan, and I don't want them to start any kind of repair plan without all of the repair plan in writing, and they don't want to give me that.
Cosmetic repair plan.
Of course. The drywall and everything, cosmetic. She needs cosmetics as well as structural.
Okay, I got you.
But, Fee, a very quick question.
Mm-hmm.
You're correct. I would do the same thing if they wanted me to sign an unconditional release. Is that what they're asking you to do before they begin?
Yeah, they are.
Okay. So, therefore, what you're saying is, if you agree to that, you guys get to fix all the cosmetic stuff. Is that what you...
they said that they would fix it, but they wouldn't be detailed about it.
Well, Fee, you need an estimate on the cosmetic repairs. Now, when you say...
they can't give me an estimate because they don't know how the house is going to ship after the underpin.
They're right. They're right. But you have a problem, too. You are preventing them from stopping further damage. Fee, your attorney had to have told you this.
No, so the thing is, they want us to live in the house, too, while they're repairing it, with all of our stuff in there.
Well, I don't know how that works. I don't know. Maybe you can. I don't know. What do you want?
But
Here's what you want. You want a complete, you want a blank check for the cosmetic repair, and then you want them to put you up while you live somewhere else. Is this all true?
No, I want them to buy me out.
Oh, okay. All right. You know what?
I feel like there's enough damages that
I do
they
too.
could do
I
that.
do too. I feel the same way. I feel the same way. In other words, you sue them for the house. You want out of the contract, they can fix it and resell it and probably not come out with a big loss.
Well, so here's what I guess they usually do is they have like a salvage buyer come in and buy it, so they don't even have to pay for the full amount of the house.
Yeah, but the salvage buyer, if they give you your money back and a salvage buyer comes in, they're going to have a loss right off the bat. If they try to fix it, if they're going to fix it anyway.
They said that they will never put it back on the market. They won't fix it. So if they sell it to the salvage buyer, everything is voided.
Okay. They said if they won't, they're not going to resell this house?
No, they won't.
And by the way, you
put it
won't
back on
either.
the market.
By the way, you won't either.
I couldn't even sell it, even if I wanted to.
Even if it was fixed. Although I would make the argument that if it's fixed, it's probably the most secure house in that neighborhood. That's the argument I would make, and I would show openly the engineering plan. But now, what were you hoping we could do, Fee? You're bound to arbitration. You can't even sue them. Or does it say after arbitration, if you don't reach an agreement, what does it say about binding arbitration?
Then you can go to court if both people can't agree.
Okay. Then I think you're doing the right process. What were you hoping we would say or do for you?
I'd like to just get it on the news and tell them how they treat their clients.
Okay.
Because, I mean, I've been very patient, and I haven't been.
You know,
rude
this
to
is
them or
this is a
anything
good
like
story. I ought to drop a dime. You know, Suzanne, we ought to talk to our friend over on 7 News. He's a good guy. Call the kid.
Oh, okay.
I don't mean to call him a kid. He's a very fine investigative reporter. Let's call him. Let's also get over there with our own stuff. Let's do, Mark. Let's do a little tape on this just to show
Tom,
people.
did you see those pictures?
They're unbelievable.
Terrible.
It sucks, man.
You know, Fee, I think you got a good plan. Let's put it out there. Okay?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let's put it out there. Wow. This is a red alert right here. Antoinette.
Yes, hi.
Your son is missing from a fishing trip or what? Well, what? Or no, it's not a
My son
fishing
is
trip.
missing from the military. He is active in the Army, military, Fort Carson in Colorado Springs.
Was he deployed?
No, sir, he was not. He did not just show up on work on Tuesday, and this is not my son. My son been active in the military for 10 years now. He was never late, sir. He was never.
Are they
never
calling him? Are they calling him AWOL?
Okay, they said they did that, but when I called AWOL, there was no report in the database stating that they even AWOL'd him. They were supposed to do that in 48 hours. I called the Colorado Springs because I wanted.
Where do you think? What do you think happened, Antoinette? This is horrifying.
Yeah, listen, my son. This is crazy. The last time he was seen with a lieutenant coming from a hotel, and now all of a sudden my son is missing. Something is wrong and something is not right. They are covering up. I don't know what. They don't want me to go to the news.
Dante. Excuse me. Antoinette. I looked at the wrong line there. Antoinette. He was seen.
Yes,
he was seen with an officer leaving a hotel.
Yes, with a lieutenant.
With a lieutenant. Well,
Yes,
hold on.
sir.
Last seen with a lieutenant, but are you like thinking like hanky panky?
I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm curious. So seriously, I'm asking this seriously. Like when you mentioned that, what did you have in your mind? Like maybe, like the lieutenant was taking advantage of him.
This is baffled. My son, like, come on, you're coming out of the hotel with the lieutenant. They seen you Saturday night, like some.
Do you think
think
they were meeting some ladies there, or do you think the two of them? What do you think? What's going on?
I could think that they could be meeting ladies there, but I don't. I'm confused and I'm baffled. They're hiding something they're hiding something.
Hold on. How long has it been, Antoinette? How long has it been?
This was okay. Tuesday night. They called me. His lieutenant called me. Said Michael Rodriguez. He did not show up for work. Okay.
It's Tuesday the 2nd, right?
I'm sorry, sir.
It was since Tuesday the 2nd. Is that what we're talking about, hon?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
You hold on. You hold on.
Yes, sir.
We are not. Listen, this is incredible. I mean, you have to hold on, Mark. This poor mother's going nuts.
We've got a little eager. I'm losing it too. Reporter down at KRDO that might get involved in this.
And we also have a contact at Fort Carson. I give talks there. And
that's right.
And listen, I want to call Suzanne. You know the gentleman who does the actual community.
Oh, I know who he is.
The community liaison.
Yes.
He is a good guy, man.
Yeah.
You're going down there soon, aren't you?
Yes, I'm going down there for a talk later. I think it's after the holidays, Mark. Okay, the Hormone Bros. I'm running out of time. I got to get them up because we have some specials, including free blood tests we want to tell you about. All right, One Clear Choice Garage Doors for your garage doors. One Clear Choice. It's that easy. What a great name for a company, huh? You know, you need a broken spring. Your spring broke. You can't get out of your house. One Clear Choice Doors. You need a new opener. One Clear Choice Doors. You need a new door itself. I got one. I love it so much. One Clear Choice Doors. They have all kinds, but one thing for sure, top quality when it comes to OneClearChoiceDoors.com, 303-565-6409.
This report is brought to you by Indeed.com.
The highway drive in the Mile High City in pretty good shape right now. A little bit of delay, westbound 270 either side of Vasquez, westbound I-70 slow in the elevated portion. A blip of delay northbound I-25 either side of Colfax. Otherwise, things are looking good in town. Trouble-free on the Turnpike. 225 is in good shape in Aurora. No delays on 6th Avenue in Lakewood, and the drive on 470 in Highlands Ranch in pretty good shape as well. The weather forecast, about a 10% chance of afternoon thunderstorms with a high of 67 tonight. Thunderstorms early, then clearing out with a chilly overnight low of 47. Tomorrow sunny, chance of afternoon storms, high of 66. Right now a few clouds and 62. With your traffic and weather, I'm Pete Wagner, 630 KHOW.
Indeed, used by over 3 million businesses for hiring, where business owners and HR professionals can post job openings with screener questions, then sort, review, and communicate with candidates from an online dashboard. Learn more at Indeed.com/hire.
I've known the owner of Fix It 24/7 for more than 30 years, and I can tell you he's dedicated to the very best service at the very best price. Fix It 24/7 are licensed plumbers and HVAC techs, experienced, background checked, drug screened, and you can get them in your home for just $39 to diagnose any problem you have. You know it won't cost you more than $39 to get a complete, honest estimate of all the work needed. And if you have the work done, they'll waive the $39. Fix It 24/7 gives complete upfront pricing before work begins, 100% satisfaction guaranteed, and it's just $39. They'll treat your home as their own. You won't find better services for better prices anywhere. So if you have any problems, no heat, give them a call. 720-526-3939. 720-526-3939. And fixmyhome.com. That's fixmyhome.com.
Let's think about customization presented by Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Liberty Mutual customizes your auto insurance so you only pay for what you need. So why aren't more things in life customizable? Why should I pay the same amount for a compact parking space as I do for a regular space, right? What kind of lot doesn't reward me for selflessly buying a smaller car to provide more parking room for others?
Go to libertymutual.com for a customized quote and you could save.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Coverage is underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates, equal housing insurer.
Win $1,000.
Made possible by...
that would be me.
Me, of course.
No. It's the 16K a day giveaway at 5 past the hour, every hour. Weekdays 4 a.m. to 8 p.m.
You thank me. Thank you, Obama, for giving us nowhere else to go but up.
You've got 16 chances a day to win $1,000. All you have to do is listen for the keyword to text at 5 past the hour.
Me, obviously.
That would be me. It's the 16K a day giveaway on Denver's Talk Station, 630 KHOW. Friday night at 6, it's Colorado's gubernatorial debate on 630 KHOW. Walker Stapleton and Jared Polis. Coverage begins at 4, the debate at 6, and reaction immediately after on Colorado's election headquarters, 630 KHOW.
Artofgranite.net. Artofgranite.net. It's my belief people use mostly websites nowadays. Artofgranite.net, but with him it's a little different. You want to know why? Because he gives prices on the phone. He does fabrication and installation. That's what he charges for. The rest he just passes along. Cabinet's a small markup, but the all the stone, he's a direct stone importer, that's all direct cost. and then he doesn't charge for tear out and haul away. He doesn't charge for the bathroom when you do the kitchen. So get your price on the phone. 303-386-5919. Beauty, art, durability. 303-386-5919. All right, guys, what is a filler? Somebody wants to know what a filler is. It's an email. TheHormoneBros.com. You can find out all about them there. What is a filler? Can you give me, you guys do fillers. You do BioT, which to me, the hormone optimization is the most important, but to a lot of people, cosmetic stuff is too. So tell me what a filler is.
Sure. They're just made up of hyaluronic acid.
What is that?
It's a product that you naturally produce in your body anyways.
And why do people fill? It's when you get older, do you lose volume?
Sure, you lose bone loss, fat pad loss, and
collagen loss.
Yeah,
and so when you have these wrinkles and people put in fillers, I told you how people overdo it. It's terrible.
Some do, yes.
Can you predict the outcome? Why do these people get so bloated looking?
Yeah.
Or stretched?
Initially you'll have swelling afterwards, but they, some people just want more and more and more. And so
preference. Some people like that
personal
You got to get really close to the mic, guys.
Some people like that look. Yeah.
Now, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Now, when you fill, how long does it last?
It depends on the type of filler, but they can eat.
What's the best one?
Usually a Juvederm
for
lips is
but they're all the
same.
All the same hyaluronic acid. That's what it is. Isn't that hyaluronic acid made from the that chicken thing? Isn't that the one they put in knees too, or not? What is the one
for joints? And
yes, yes, it's used for joints. But this fills. How long does it last? Because is it absorbed?
9 to 12 months. It depends on the area. Some in the cheeks can last up to 18 months.
Why haven't they come up with something even more permanent than that? Something that'll stay. I mean, after all, I mean, without. Look,
well, there are different, not just the filler, but like we also do PDO threads.
What is that?
It's a polydioxanone. They're threads dissolvable threads that we put underneath the skin, and you can actually do like a mini facelift.
You pull things up.
Sure.
But they dissolve over time.
They dissolve over about 3 to 4 months, and it builds collagen at the same time.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
So you
don't see them, no.
You could literally take these threads.
Yes.
You pull maybe up the face a tiny bit.
Correct.
And then as they dissolve, the natural collagen is and
it keeps it in place.
Really?
Yes.
Is it? But what causes that collagen to start growing?
The trauma of the
really.
Yes, the needle
so
going
it's
underneath.
like a prolotherapy. You
Absolutely.
are triggering.
You are triggering the natural collagen response.
No fooling.
Yep.
Really? Are you? This is the coolest thing I've heard. What is that called?
A thread lift, a PDO thread lift.
But I've heard of thread lifts before. They look terrible. I mean, this is literally something that can be done in a minor way. I think people just don't you think people just
45 minutes.
They
overdo
in and out. Some of this stuff.
They do, absolutely, yes.
What's a vampire something or other?
A vampire facial using your own serum, your own blood, your own.
Are you doing a
like a microneedling? Yes. So it's. You're taking a gun, a microneedling gun with needles.
Is it like
puncturing
PRP?
holes in
Is
the
it like
face.
PRP or not?
Well, you can use PRP with it.
Do you do PRP treatments?
Yes.
Do you do it for hair loss?
We do.
We do.
You really do?
We do.
So if somebody's got a thinning piece like a monk's cap, you can fill that in with. I mean, how has the response been to that kind of thing, PRP?
It's been good so far. You have to do initial consult because obviously if you're bald and there's no hair growth there, of course.
It's got to have some growth.
Like you said, thinning.
Okay,
yes.
now listen, by the way. We're going to get back to this woman with the missing son and other problems, but coming up you're going to have an offer of free blood testing under certain conditions?
Absolutely.
All right. Antoinette, our hearts go out to you, particularly Suzanne, a mom in there. She's thinking, what the hell is going on? And you can't get any answers. Could it be they just don't know? Does the lieutenant say anything, the one that was with him? Antoinette, God, I hope she didn't hang up.
I hope she didn't.
Did you get her information?
No, I hadn't yet, Tom. I thought you were going to finish with her. Then I was going to... Oh, there she is.
God, before we do anything, Antoinette, please.
Yes, sir.
Before we do anything, hang on. Suzanne, get her information, please. Get her name, address, phone number, or whatever we need. Okay? Dante, what's going on in Loveland? Dante.
Hey, Tom. How's it going?
Good, man. What's happening?
Well, last week, my brother actually went into a dealership here in Loveland, bought a truck, signed papers, did the whole shooting, all the good stuff, drove it home, and he just drove it with his truck. Well, he decided that he wanted to do the extended warranty that they do. It's like 2 years, 36,000 mile, or whatever it may be. So he went in to sign yesterday on that, just do the paperwork on the extended warranty.
Without even you telling me the problem, I want to look into a crystal ball. Almost no one decides after buying a truck to go buy an extended warranty after the fact. Almost no one. And no one ever wakes up and says, by the way, I should have bought that extended warranty. But I'm not saying it didn't happen. I believe you. But if something happened after that extended warranty, they're going to challenge it saying it happened before. But anyway, I might just be totally trying to guess what you're going to call about. So go ahead with your story.
Well, so he went in to sign in. Here's the catch. So they looked at him. The guy comes out, and they're getting everything going, and, the whole...
They looked at it, and did they sell him the warranty?
No. They actually told him, hey, by the way, your interest rate is going up on your payment.
No, wait a minute. Dante, hold on. I was totally wrong. You mean to tell me he signed everything, and when he went back to get the extended warranty, why I have no idea, but he went back, and they said, by the way, we're not getting you an extended warranty, plus we are going to raise your interest rate?
Yeah, so basically they looked at him and said, oh, by the way, I think, he's young, he's 20 years old, he doesn't have any auto. That. So his interest rate was like 9%.
Yeah.
It's kind of high, but, he's getting into the...
Right, so then what?
Went up 4 points, or actually 5, it was going to go to 14%.
Yeah, but there's something wrong with this picture, and here's what I think happened. I think that he really did not complete the purchase when you said he signed all the papers. I believe there was some financing that they were trying to get, and they could not get it, so now they're asking him to do a higher rate. Now, I want you to know he had the right to back out at that time. Did he back out?
He did. We literally pulled everything out of his truck.
Good.
Put the keys on the table and walked away.
Because, hold on, because if they truly could not get him financed and he did not sign a cash deal, you're out of it. Now, are they claiming that he's still obligated?
No. So they didn't fight that after we basically sat there and said, wait.
Excellent. Go ahead. Keep going.
It's like, wait a minute. How in the world we signed the papers, and going back to signing all the papers, I mean, he signed every document that
Dante,
he would normally sign.
You guys sound pretty smart. So far, you've done everything right. So what happened then?
So they looked at us, and they're like, well, hey, this is generally what we do with our customers is they tried blaming it on us coming in later in the day. And I'm like, wait a minute.
Oh, that's bull. You mean coming in later in the day where they could not call the banks and stuff?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I was like, here's the thing. If they would have led with that and said, hey, we don't know entirely for sure if the percentage rate, your interest rate...
I know. Listen, I know what you're saying. This happens all the time. It's called rolling a car or tripping a car. They let the car go with a promised set of terms and conditions, and then they call you back and say, we can't do it. And in those conditions, I recommend that people do a number of things. There's a number of different strategies, but if you got out of it and it truly was not a binding contract, some of them are, with or without financing. Some of them are not. But so far, it sounds like you did everything right. So what I need to know, Dante, for the interest of time, what are they doing to you? Why are you calling now?
Well, I just wanted to find out, for one, because who knows if they've done this to other people, but...
Oh, you bet they did.
He tried calling them multiple times, never heard anything back. So my question was, if he would have not went in there for the extended warranty, were they just going to submit it and, he'd find out down the road?
Dante, that's a good question. Here's what would have happened. If he had not gone back for the warranty, they would have called him and said, we have a problem with the contract. You need to come back in. They would have said, by the way, we did not know about this or we did not know about that, and we can't get a bank to finance it at that original rate. And they would have definitely called. But listen to this. Under the law, of the dealer licensing board. It might not be a law. I think it is, but it says something like you have to charge them per day, per mile, only up to a certain amount, and then you can't charge any more, and then you have to undo the deal. But only if he signed a contract contingent on financing. Some of them are cash deals, and on the side they say, by the way, we'll try to get you this loan. But they don't really say that. They say, we're going to get you this loan. And you go away thinking you're going to get the loan. Then they call back and say, oh, by the way, we couldn't get the loan. And then they say, but you're still obligated. We have a cash deal. It sucks. Now, Dante, there's another thing you need to know. If they sign the right paperwork, sometimes these jerk dealers, they're so stupid, they sign where the lender should be. And they put down that they are the lender. And then they go and sell that loan to one of their loan writers, to underwriters. And in those cases, they say to you, oh, no, this was contingent on loan approval. And the contract will say that. But then what you say to them is, oh, you did approve us. You know what the evidence is? You gave us the car and said, good day, and you're down there as the lender, and you're down there with an interest rate, and I have a payment, and I have a truth in lending. So sometimes that can backfire on these dealers because they are so stupid. They actually do that believing that you're going to fall for it. We have had cases in the past where we made the dealer, made them accept the monthly payments as specified in the contract and become the bank because these a-holes put down that they were the lender. And all they need is a disclaimer saying, we're not lending you the money, we're going to find you a loan. But they don't do that. They're idiots. And in all these years I've been talking about this, the Dealer Licensing Board has failed, and the Dealers Association, the New Car Dealers Association, has failed their membership in not advising them of this giant, giant snag. All right, we got to talk more, but I'm running out of time, so let me take this quick break.
This is Denver's Talk Station, 630 KHOW, an iHeart radio station with Ross Kaminsky Morning.
Lender, and then they put down an interest rate. They put down a truth in lending statement. They put down a payment. They put down number of payments.
They're the lender.
They put it all. But then they can't get it sold to a bank, and they come back and say, we can't get the loan done. And one time I said, you did get the loan done. It says here, right there. You're the lender. And they said, oh, well, you know, we can't. I said, really? Well, show me where it says, it says right here, must be approved. I said, okay, what do you call approval? You signed it, you gave me the keys, and I drove away. I call that approval.
Yeah.
These I'm telling you, these assholes have been stung. If I find a contract like that and they want to keep it. What was that, Mark?
Language.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, no,
you're right.
So misleading.
We have to save people from themselves. This woman asked me that we got to get.
Yeah, that's interesting. What the heck?
At that point, if he had any kind of credit, he'd go through Blinker at that point and try to get a better rate through Blinker.
Yeah, but only if they let him. They don't have to sign up.
They don't have shit.
Right,
You got to have. If he got 9%, I mean,
are they even going to do anything?
Well, he actually had more. They jumped it up. The original was 9%.
Was it a new vehicle?
That's more than 24
I thought it was 48 was.
I don't know.
But,
The original design, they jumped to 5 points.
That's yeah.
So you're right.
Mine is against 24 hours. I was thinking 24 hours. Do you know there's an official amount of time people are missing before they actually consider it as
24 hours, right?
I don't know. That's what I guess.
I think it's per police station, though. Okay. I'm sure, like, if it's a college town, my God, they would have.
I will guarantee you they charge them AWOL. I will guarantee you.
So you charge them what?
I don't know why. No. I would say the military charged them AWOL.
Charge him.
Mark, he's been there 10 years. You know, if he was a new guy, I would say maybe.
No, but the military's good. I mean, they're saying, hey, he didn't show up. He's AWOL.
Our connection down there, we'll be able to get information.
No other choice. I don't know why they would try to hide it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Military's not
I mean,
foul place.
I was gonna say, unless he was working on something secret, or whatever his position is, he got called away and couldn't tell anybody. I mean, you never know what his job is.
You don't know what happened though.
Yeah.
She said she called the place and they hadn't charged them. Well, I just cannot leave.
No, I think she said they did it first, right?
Well, I think she said her lieutenant. The lieutenant said that they charged him AWOL, but then she called the department, and there was no report of him being called AWOL. She was going back.
It could. I mean, you never know.
Someone book an appointment.
It could be.
So you can embrace tomorrow's possibilities in a secure retirement.
You got all those aliens out there at Roswell.
Well, you mentioned like 6 people. So
they're spraying those chemicals from airplanes all the time, killing off the population.
That's not a theory either.
That's true. TWA admitted to it.
It's contrails.
Contrails, a lot of people don't think are real, but we all know they are real.
Hi, Tom Martino here with thehormonebros.com. What's the free blood test? Let's go over that, guys. What are the conditions? How many? Where? When? What? How many?
we're going to go ahead and give away 15.
15? Wow. 15, and this is 15 free blood tests for testosterone, right?
Yes.
This is for women, too?
Yes.
Okay. And it's an instant test. Well, we call it instant because it's within 15, 20 minutes, right?
Yeah, 10, 15,
They
20
simply
minutes.
come get a... Isn't it just a small blood draw?
Correct. Yep. I did.
How much of a blood? Like a thimble or a little more, right? A couple tablespoons, that's it?
Yeah, just a little bit. Just needs to
After
get
that, they do the test, and that's going to be 15, absolutely free. You must mention Martino and the first 15. Give the number for the first 15. Or you want me to do it? Did you not memorize it? I can get it if you need me to.
720-361-2302.
Now, the first 15, man or woman, and then if for some reason people don't show up, which would be nuts for free stuff like this, for this value, then they're going to call me back and we'll fill in the others. So it's 720-361-2302. There is no obligation, right? But obviously, don't do it just for curiosity. I mean, I'm hoping you're going to want to do something, or at least, you know, not idle curiosity is what I'm saying. All right, I want to go back to Antoinette because we are shocked by this story, and we're all trying to figure this out. Her son was in the military 10 years. What rank is he at, Antoinette?
He's a staff sergeant.
A staff sergeant.
Yes, sir.
Last seen with a lieutenant coming out of a hotel. Not that that means anything, but she happened to mention it. And then how long after that did he go missing?
They said Tuesday, sir.
Well, that doesn't tell me. When was he seen at the hotel leaving?
Saturday night.
Oh, okay. And then did he show up for work on Monday?
He did not.
Oh, he didn't show up on Monday either?
He did not, sir.
Then why is Tuesday the date he went missing?
I have no, sir, this is what I'm trying to find out. The lieutenant calls me Tuesday and tells me my son did not report to work. This is not like my son. Can I read something that they messaged me?
Yes, go ahead.
His lieutenant. The platoon sergeant and executive officer, last person to see him, went yesterday to the police and to the convey that this is not like Michael, but the police did not file a missing person report because his disappearance did not seem suspicious, nor did it seem high risk. We contacted the brigade commander to authorize the military police to ping his phone to find his location, but since the phone is off, they come up with nothing. Then before that, this is what he said. This is not like him. We reported him AWOL, notified the military police here at Fort Carson, as well as reported him missing to the police. We turned over everything we know to the police and called all the hospitals in the area as well as Denver. First Sergeant is clearing it with legal to give the family the AWOL paperwork since his military document was personal identification information. It's a formality we have to take. We are doing everything we can on our end to find your son. Now, sir, let me tell you, when I went to call the police station, there is no AWOL filed at all for my son, Michael Rodriguez. They are lying to me. How come you're telling me you're doing this AWOL? There's nothing in the documents and database stating that they did this AWOL. I talked to the commander. I talked to lieutenants. They are putting me around in circle and in circle. Now, I understand, like, this happens all the time. Soldiers just walk off and whatever. But they even said in this text, this is not my son. This is not his character. Do you understand? Something is wrong with my son. They don't want me to go to the news. Why don't you want me to go to the news? I said, if I don't hear nothing in with 1 hour, I am going to go to the NBC News, ABC News, Unsolved Mysteries,
we're gonna pass. Listen, we're passing your information on to a reporter, and we also want to give it to our contact at Fort Carson. So we're going to stay in touch with you, okay? Antoinette, we're going to help you make some noise, okay, dear?
Yes, please. Please, this is all I can do, because they're turning me in circles, sir. They're turning me in circles. And
Antoinette, thank you.
True.
Antoinette,
Okay,
thank
sir.
you. Thank you for calling and trusting us. Antoinette, how old is your son?
He is 30 years old, sir. He's been in the military for 12 years, since he's 18 years old, sir.
Do you have any other children?
Yes, I do, sir. I got 5. They are paramedics. The one firefighter in Orlando, Florida. All my children are in
public
duty.
service. They're all in service to the public.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Antoinette, hold on. This is distressing to me. If anyone has any ideas, give me an idea. Give me an idea. Dante, hold on. I'm not sure what we can do yet, because I'm not sure what's going on. But hang on to Karen. I want to take you. Go ahead, Karen.
Oh, thank you for taking my phone.
Yes, Karen. What's happening with you?
I'm actually calling for a friend.
Yeah.
His wife was taken to Littleton Hospital for an emergency appendectomy.
When?
She's fine. This was back in like February.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and she's fine.
Okay.
The problem is with insurance and billing.
What's going on with it?
It's Blue Cross Blue Shield, federal employee.
We had one other call about that not long ago. That same exact one. The Blue Cross Blue Shield federal. It's a whole different ball game, right?
So she was rushed in, had to have emergency surgery. Turned out everything was fine.
Wait. Is this the one we heard about, or where the doctor, not the ER, but the attending physician or the surgeon is billing separately?
It's identical.
But you've never talked to us before. This is an identical problem. Okay.
Correct.
So
maybe you already have a solution.
Well, no, I don't know if we do. I don't know what we did with that, but I know Blue Cross and Blue Shield, they paid the ER or the hospital, but the attending physician billed separately and did not get paid, and they said it was not an emergency and it needed pre-approval.
That's right.
Okay. Similar, but not exact.
Okay,
so
tell us yours.
It was an emergency. It had to be taken care of. The billing doctor did bill separately, but because they were out of network, the insurance won't pay.
That's right. But they're supposed to pay in an emergency. But they're saying, this is the same thing, but they're saying it's not an emergency in this other case. I can't believe we have 2 of the exact same ones at the same hospital with the same insurance. So I have to believe someone else called, from a friend or somebody called.
Okay, so where can I go? I told my friend to go ahead and call Integra because they know so much.
That's exactly what we told him, and we had Integra on, I thought. Now, Karen, who is the friend? Because they called us. Somebody called us.
His name's Rick.
Okay, we got a call on this. That's exactly what it was. Suzanne, let's see if we can get Integra Insurance on to talk about this. Hold on, Karen. All right, let's just see if we can get some immediate answers. Okay, so Dante, his brother bought a truck. He went back to the dealership because they wanted to change the contract and make it a higher interest, and they said no way, and I think they undid the deal. So Dante, what is going on now? What prompted you to call us?
Well, I wanted to know, because we were kind of baffled by the whole situation, and we were thinking to ourselves, it's like, this doesn't seem like it's something legal that they can do.
It's unfortunately, I don't know if it's legal or illegal because I don't know of any actual court cases, but I will say this, Dante. What they do, in my opinion, is unethical, and almost every single dealer does it. Now, Rockies does not do it. They will not let a car go until it is absolutely approved and funded, and Purifoy doesn't do it. But I don't know. I think I don't know. I think every dealer in the world.
Colorado Springs Dodge wouldn't do it.
Well, no, they may not penalize people,
no,
but I think
that's right. They wouldn't penalize.
Right,
they just take the vehicle back, no charge.
Right. But they do roll a car. So hold on one sec, because I have John Jones from Integra Insurance. John, I don't know if you hold on a sec. If you can hold on, I'd rather take this break and have more time. Okay, hold on one sec.
This report is brought to you by Indeed.
I like John. How much time is this one? John Jones is just the best. If you guys don't have a good health insurance agent, there's nobody better than him. It doesn't matter if it's Integra. It doesn't matter if you guys do personal stuff on the exchange, off the exchange, company stuff, Medicaid, supplements. Oh my God, he helps out people that don't even use them, and there's no cost in using a broker. I mean, there's no, the companies pay them. He has pulled stuff off that's been amazing. Same with Compass Insurance, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely amazing. We're companies they don't even deal with, like State Farm. They'll get involved and they'll get it handled on claims. It's crazy.
And you can just send them your present insurance and they'll do a checkup for free. And they'll tell you
how much you'll save. Business insurance, almost anything.
Compass Insurance, yeah, you want a number?
Yeah, what?
Is it on the thrill list?
Yeah, you just search them.
Oh, I can tell you the number. 303-996-9000.
What does that spell?
I have no idea. It doesn't spell anything.
I guarantee it spells something. Maybe not on purpose.
9,000.
How about 866-966-4357? What's 4357? Come on, that's one of our numbers. Tell us.
I don't think what you read, nothing seemed scandalous about that, did it? I mean, I think they were just saying that it's not like their son.
He went AWOL, right?
It was just kind of a FYI.
Here you go. Right.
Do you think he went AWOL?
Oh, I have no idea. All I'm saying, I don't think.
10 years to go AWOL is kind of
12 years. 12 years.
Isn't that bizarre?
Yes.
It does seem like
you know. Sounds like he's going to be career.
Right.
Yeah.
Go for the 20.
He's almost, I was going to say, he's almost there. He's 8 years away.
Right.
Pay RDO to jump on it. If it's a good story. It doesn't seem like a lot of time, though.
But what is weird is if she calls and
or maybe, maybe he got in trouble and he's facing.
You guys are going to take blood from who, Mark and Suzanne? Is that what you're going to do?
I'll do the blood. You can do it. Like the
Mark, Grandma couldn't go. It's their kid's birthday. I'm like, what? You're picking your kid's birthday over us?
There's a cost associated with it, though. BioT's not picking it up.
Well, the $10. I thought the $10 one.
Oh, you want one of the free? Oh,
yeah.
The tests.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah,
for sure, you can do one of the tests.
Yes. Is that what
just to see if
it back?
Yeah, you're a person. You can do a test.
Yes.
I just meant we can't assume that BioT is okay.
You sure he's a person?
Hi, Tom Martino here. 303-713-TALK. John Jones, Integra Insurance. John, we've heard this. I think, I'm not even sure if we talked to you about this, but Littleton Hospital, guy goes in, or a woman or whoever. Wife. Emergency appendectomy. I said it without stumbling. I hate that word. Okay, wait.
You got it.
And then Blue Cross, Blue Shield, federal government one. I don't know, the one for maybe federal employees. They paid the ER and the surgery except the doctor. the doctor billed separately, and they won't pay it. So, John, that just doesn't seem right in an emergency. And then this is Karen.
Hey,
now, Karen, are you the one that had the surgery, or is it your mom, or who? Who is it?
No, my friend's wife.
Your son's wife. Okay, and your son.
My friend's wife, and I had my friend call
your friend's
Integra.
wife. All right.
So maybe he's spoken to him.
Did you talk to anybody about this, John? Do you know, or anyone?
It's similar. It's very similar to the one last. This.
Yeah.
I think it was earlier this week.
That's the one.
I did speak to the gentleman.
All right. What did you tell him to do?
And basically, what he's done is that he's passed his appeal. He's passed the 6 months.
Oh, I remember this now. It was past the appeal no matter what.
And so he had also contacted the Office of Personnel Management with the federal government.
I think one of the reasons, though,
but they told him it was past the appeal.
One of the hang-ups, I remember now, one of the hang-ups, he blamed someone else for getting past the appeal because they did not notify him or something.
Yeah, he blamed Anthem because he was never contacted by Anthem, and they kept giving him the runaround.
Well, who is supposed to contact you if an appeal, if something is turned down?
Well, Anthem should have, when he was talking to whoever the representative was that he was talking to, they never mentioned it, that he could do an appeal process. So he was fighting him because he thought it should have been handled because of state law, but this is federal. This is a federal program, and it doesn't have any jurisdiction. But he thought it should have been covered. The doctor should have been covered.
Well, it should have been, but I think it should have been too in an emergency, but it would have to do with the plan. You'd have to read the plan.
But in this case, once again, this is a federal program, not state. So state statutes.
But John, it would still go by the policy.
Room. Sure,
John,
an in-network facility.
But it would still go by the policy. He would have to right. Okay.
Take a look at the policy.
Right.
And see exactly how it would be covered, and I would definitely start the appeal process.
But you can't because no one.
This is the same one. Okay, this is the same one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So therefore, thank you, John. You said exactly what I thought. So here's where we are. It sucks, Karen. If the policy covered them, he'd be covered. The policy clearly says in an emergency, not in this one, but in some, that clearly says in an emergency, you can use out-of-network people, okay?
Right.
But I don't know what his says. But what John Jones is saying that's even more troubling is no matter what the plan says, he never appealed it in time. And I know what your son's going to say because he said it 1,000 times to us. Well, not really, but he was upset saying, how would he know to appeal? Well, that's in the plan too. So you have to know your rights. It's not their fault that they did not say to him, oh, by the way, you have to appeal this, or you can appeal this.
So it is a different case because my friend did appeal and the appeal was denied.
Oh, okay. All right, then it is a different case.
Yeah, but
so if the appeal's denied, then I guess it's settled.
So he briefly talked to an attorney. That's why I called you for a different look at it. He did call an attorney, and the attorney said it was clearly winnable, but the cost of the attorney.
Attorneys who say it is clearly winnable, but it's going to cost too much. Well, that could be true, by the way. That could be true.
That the amount owed is about $5,000, and the attorney bill would be about $4,500.
You know what? That's right. You're right. That is a true statement. If, in fact, it would be more probably. And I like attorneys who tell the truth.
Yes, I did too. That was really very nice and honest.
However, maybe he should try to go to small claims court. I'm serious. And represent himself. Huh?
I thought about that. I thought you might recommend that.
What the heck, though? What could go wrong? Why not? But I don't understand why the attorney said it's winnable. That's what he has to find out.
Right, but there's a battle, obviously, that has to be fought, and that's why I thought maybe.
But why did he say it's winnable? Why did he say it's winnable?
Because it was clearly an emergency, and in the policy it states if it's an emergency.
Then I take him to small claims court. You know what? Mark's not going to give legal advice, but he can tell you how he did it against Uber. Okay?
Okay.
Hold on. So, Suzanne, I want her to talk to Mark about the process only, okay? And not any legal advice, of course. I'm Tom Martino. Okay, the Hormone Bros, give your phone number out again, 720-361-2302. Look for the the Hormone Bros or just HormoneBros.com, and you won't be sorry. For a limited time, get a free furnace with the purchase of an AC system. No gimmicks, a real deal from Plumline Services, but it won't last long. Special no-interest financing, a 10-year